like a couple seconds.
Hello.
Okay.
Welcome to the Boats and Hose podcast. It's a Wednesday. It's not afternoon yet, and we will be discussing a plethora of different topics this evening. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, I hear you say it's not afternoon.
And I
Skip
said
all the way up
evening.
to evening, even though it's like yeah,
2 minutes away.
it works. Yeah.
Close.
Not quite. We've got a minute. We started early enough.
It's fucking hot. It's only 12.
I know. I on the way here. I was listening to NPR because I had to, driving my father's car because my car will not start, and there's like heat warnings all around, and there's an air warning if you live in Salt Lake and you are a sensitive group.
Have asthma?
Yeah, I think that fits within the sensitive group.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you would call that group of people. Anyways, you should act accordingly. Not go outside. Breathe in your own air.
We have a guest today. Chloe, say hi.
Oh, fuck. That's what I forgot.
You did the intro wrong, baby.
I didn't do it
Yeah,
wrong.
it's supposed to be like.
Yeah,
I mean,
you didn't even like talk
I
about any
didn't-
of us that were here. Like they don't know, even though we've got like no viewers. Like
You gotta be
know.
like.
Okay, well,
And
maybe,
we're live. Welcome to the Boats and Hose podcast.
maybe you should have
My name is Corey Ryder, and I'm
done
joined
the
by
intro.
my fellow host Bailey Landis and Mrs. Dom. We have a guest today. Chloe, say hi.
Why is Dom called Mrs. Dom?
Why not?
Same reason.
Because Dom can
Kenzie's
be a
called
dude
Martha.
or a girl. Yeah. Kenzie's Martha Stewart.
Yeah, she is Martha Stewart.
Oh, can I make a name for myself?
Ooh, can you?
I don't know.
I feel like nicknames have to be given, not
Not assigned.
yeah,
Oh.
not self-assigned.
Oh, okay.
Know what I'm
I
saying?
see. I didn't know that.
We can give you a nickname though.
No, fuck you.
I mean, don't we have like Mug and Poods?
That's true.
Pooter?
Pooter.
Poods sounds like pubes.
Do you know what pooter means, Corey?
No.
It means coochie.
No.
Really?
I thought that
Yeah.
was Cooter.
No.
All right. Everyone want
Seriously.
to hear another really, really, really good story of mine?
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh God.
Chloe at a time point in time was ordering shit to my house, and my mother, okay, like just gets this fucking package and just kind of looks at me really disappointed, and I'm like, yeah, like what's up? And she's like, so like something came in the mail today. And I'm like, okay, like, all right, like, what is it? And I like completely spaced, so like Chloe could have like any shit coming over, and my mother's just like looks at it and she's like, Chloe, pussy, really, really, like, do you not like think they would like check this and be like, yeah, no, this is probably a teenager? And I was like, well, I mean, no, like they've got so much mail going through. They will check packages if a dog fucking sniffs it out or if it's leaking a liquid. Like, for the most part, that's the only time they really, like, in-depth look into a package. So they don't have enough time, but either way, that's my story of the day.
Sometimes I go to order shit online and it still like pops up like auto like fill like Chloe pussy, and then it like gives me like Dom's address.
Nice. I gotta be careful about what I order because all my packages get sent to my grandma's house
Why don't they get sent to your house?
because they can't find my house.
Isn't your grandma's house just the house down? Oh no, your grandma's house is on. Never mind.
Last week, yeah.
Yeah.
My house is the same way. I have like a PO box and shit.
Sometimes I can't even find the PO box.
Didn't your grandma live with you at one point?
No.
Okay, never mind.
My mom's mom, but not my dad's mom. So my other grandma.
Okay. So I was unable to differentiate the grandmother.
I don't remember ever telling you about that grandma though.
I just remember you telling me about your grandma living at your house someday at work.
What? She came over the other day to help my dad with fabric and like sewing some stuff for a sailboat,
That's cool.
but not living with us. That's weird.
Corey, what the hell happened to your fridge?
Oh, it's right there. It's almost empty, by the way. It has like one blueberry lemonade and some soda.
Yo, I don't fucking see this fridge.
It's right there. It's a big black box.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
I thought it was. I'm looking for a
yeah.
silver box.
What?
I don't know. I just never assigned it to
I
being
don't know.
black?
Plus,
It's-
like,
it's
I
black.
remember it being there, and
Yep.
I remember it being like right there.
Yep.
And now it's right there.
Yep.
So, like,
Has it always been painted black?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I actually bought that fridge when I went to Walmart with Dom.
yeah.
Picked up some baby food. That baby food is still in my room.
Yeah, I've still got some baby
What's
food.
the
in my
baby
room.
food for?
Eating?
Yeah.
Duh.
Why else would you buy baby
What kind
food?
of baby food? Though?
I don't remember. It's like kind of orange.
So,
Carrot?
like, carrots?
Sweet potato?
Gross.
No, something different. It
Orange.
was. I think I picked it out because it was something that I had no idea what it was.
Mango.
I wish.
The mango was awful.
Oh,
We've never had baby food.
Baby
Dude.
food is awful.
neither have I.
period.
It's still sitting in my
Well,
room.
Well, like, I feel like some baby foods would be like pretty good though. Like, you read some and you're like, okay, that actually sounds pretty bomb. Like any apple banana or like apple cinnamon, like, as long as it's fruits, the majority of the time, like you look at it and you're like, this is for babies, but like,
And could I was
I
thinking
kinda
like
wanna buy
sweet
some.
potato or potato because I'm pretty sure those exist. It's
Yeah.
probably just
Mhm.
mashed potatoes in a cup.
yeah,
It looks like applesauce.
For the most part. Like that's all it is. My mother makes baby food homemade and like looks identical. Boy oh boy though, like hearing what she will make sometimes, I just look and think like, God, that sounds fucking awful. It's like my littlest brother, like normally babies shouldn't be eating as early, but like he needs to gain like a fuck ton of weight, and the doctor was like, yeah, bro, feed him some yogurt, feed him some food, give him all the nutrients. But either way, she bought like this baby food maker thing, which make like a week's worth at a time. She did like fish and like peas and like mashed potatoes one day, and just like mixed them all together into like this weird green chunky sludge, and
Okay.
like
I was gonna say that
Fuck.
doesn't sound that bad, but then it got mixed together.
yeah
And
yeah
the-
no
Your
it's
stomach
fine,
doesn't
but,
know the
like,
difference,
Nah,
but our tongue does.
yeah.
Baby's tongue don't though.
That it really? They can't taste shit.
I mean they can.
They can, but they don't know the difference yet. They haven't.
Oh,
had
that's
it all
true. They
separate
haven't
yet.
learned it.
I don't know. The thing though that like really confuses me is the fact that a lot of babies, for the most part, I feel do fine eating baby food, but like, for instance, a breastfed baby is going to like refuse the fuck out of formula, just like how a formula baby would end up refusing breast milk.
Funny fact about breast milk, or I guess it's not fun, but fun fact is that it's the only food in the entire universe that gives you all of your nutrients
Hmm.
and vitamins and whatnot.
Interesting.
No
Did
other
you
food can
know?
do that.
Like that. That
Makes sense,
though.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no, it really does.
Like
You know.
moms, like their bodies just like if their babies are sick, then like their bodies, like the breast milk turns like different colors, like based on like if the
Weird.
baby's sick or not. Yeah,
How does it know?
it just knows.
Probably just
That's wacky.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means.
interconnected channel that just kind of communicates.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
if a mom that hasn't been away from her baby in a long time like goes away from her baby for like 4 hours, like the breast milk that she'll pump out will be like almost clear because the body knows that the baby's probably dehydrated because it hasn't been
Jeez.
around its mother for long.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was talking to my mother about breast milk earlier. I don't know how I got looking.
Who else
into
would
it,
you
and,
ask?
Like, you can go to some restaurants and you can get some like human breast milk cheese.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Cheese?
yeah, cheese.
Dom, want to go get some breast milk
Dude,
cheese?
I am so
Dude,
down to
I
get
want
some breast milk cheese.
nachos, bro.
So bomb. I'd
If
be
you
down.
melt it, I feel like
was
if you
a
melt
re-
it, it's just gonna be milk.
Well, I don't know. I was reading into it. Okay. Supposedly, it's kind of comparable to like goat cheese, but it's way more rich and like sweet. So it's like
Okay,
I don't know,
sweet
it's
cheese.
kinda
Sweet.
a little bit.
Hear me out on this one.
Okay.
Breast milk into ice cream. If it's sweet and rich,
That
think
sounds nice.
that sounds nice.
That sounds nice.
None of us know what that tastes like, right?
nutritious.
No.
I'd be a little concerned if you remember.
I remember what my mother's breast milk tastes like.
Ah, yes, daddy.
Did you know that like sometimes when girls get their nipples pierced, they just start lactating, even though they like don't have babies?
Men can lactate.
Men can lactate.
I believe it.
Do you think men lactate if they get their nipples pierced?
Yeah.
I bet they could. Yeah.
Well, to an extent, with a guy, if a guy's going to lactate, normally it's because they've had like nipple stimulation from like a somewhat young age, because like oftentimes like babies born even male will still like end up producing milk. And a lot of the times parents will be like, "Oh god, I don't think this is normal," but for the most part it's just the mother's hormones inside of the baby's body. Plus, you know, the only reason why any guys have nipples in general is just because everyone starts off as a
Female.
girl. Yeah. Inside of the womb. Like, other than that, like, that's literally the only reason why guys have nipples. So,
Imagine
like,
if guys didn't have nipples.
Yeah,
Just like a
kinda-
clean slate.
Yeah, just like
I feel like
flat.
shaving chest hair would be so much easier.
Oh my fuck, dude.
You can just like
Yeah.
done. Have you seen the guys who shave and they just like no fear, just like go across the lips, go sideways across the jawline?
That's scary.
Psychopaths,
Yeah,
absolute psychopaths.
absolutely.
I'm a very slow shaver. I take my time because I don't fuck with.
See, I just
that.
use hair clippers. I don't even go clean shave. It's too much time, too much effort, and I look like a kid.
You know, I shave
Feels
fast,
nice, though.
but I also have like absolutely no facial hair, so I can just like bloop 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 bloop, and I'm like good.
It's true. Do you want some popcorn, Chloe? I got a huge ass bag of popcorn.
Yeah, what the
It's
fuck?
been sealed, so it's still fresh.
How long have you had that popcorn?
7
A week.
years.
Damn.
5 years.
I ate some of it yesterday. It tasted fine. I'm gonna have some.
Where did you fucking buy that?
Food down.
46
It's huge, bro.
Yeah, it was like
It's pretty good.
24 ounces. That's it.
There's 24 servings
That's
in that.
not even 2 pounds. Wait, what? Yeah.
It's not even
not
a
even.
whole. Wait, I don't know. How
I've
many
eaten about
ounces are
half
in a
of it.
pound, Dom?
16.
16.
Oh, really? I'm okay.
16.
I have gum.
Ah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
nasty.
Yeah.
Movie theater.
Disappointment.
Movie theater.
When was the last?
popcorn.
I'm good. When was the last time you were at the movie theaters? What was the last movie you saw in theaters?
The last movie I saw in theaters, I believe, was with Caden. Actually, I thought it was with Ming, but no, it was with Caden. It was It 2 down in Salt Lake.
Really?
I've never seen It.
It one. Okay. Have you seen the
Never seen it.
originals?
No.
The original's pretty good. I've never seen the new ones. I've watched like the first 20 minutes of It. The new, like, what was it, like 2017, 2018?
I don't know.
Old ones are
Around
good.
the same time as Stranger Things.
Yeah.
The best part of the movie was when the dude was about to die. It was like, come closer, I got something to tell you. It was like, I fucked your mom, and then he dies.
There's no way he said that.
No,
is a
he
shout
dead
out
ass
to
said
Dan.
that.
No
I
Dead
watched
ass
that.
shit. Is Dan in the movie?
I wish.
Dan made an Instagram post and his mom was in it, and I commented like, his caption was like, "We love Mexico." And I was like, "We love Dan's mom."
Nice.
I'm gonna go comment on that too. Same fucking thing.
Hold on.
Oh, if I
It
can
too was
remember.
fucked up. I watched like the second half of it, but like, it was just not scary at all.
No,
It was just like funny, but like also just fucked up.
Okay, where's Dan's mom at?
She's like in the 5th photo or something like that.
Is that Dan's mom?
That's Dan's mom.
I've met Dan's mom once.
Wait, I've never seen her.
I mean, it's Dan with.
Dan.
It's
Yeah,
Dan.
no, it's literally just Dan.
It looks like Dan. She.
It looks like Dan.
That's fucking funny. We love Dan's mom. All of us here at the
At the Boats and Hose
Boats and Hose
podcast.
podcast. Boats and Goes.
Boats and goes.
Boats and Goes and Hose and
Sure.
I don't know,
Hose.
the only reason I bring that up is because, like, that's something that has become more, I don't want to say, like, out of the norm, but, like, less common is going to the movie theaters. Like, HBO, Netflix, Amazon, they're all doing, like, their releases via their streaming service at home.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, weird to think that, like, all these new norms are coming in due to, like, the virus.
The
Per
virus.
se.
The virus.
I don't know. I was just thinking about all the things that like we used to do that are less common now.
What about ice skating? When's the last time you ice skated?
I've
I
never
want to
ice
say
skated.
3 or 4,
Really?
4 years ago. It's been a while, but it was at like Park City. When was the last time you ice skated?
I'm thinking. I don't know.
Corey was 7.
Probably close. It was probably the last time I ice skated was the first time I went down to Bryce Canyon. So that was like close to 7 years ago.
Fuck
I
you,
think.
Dominic.
Did you ever
No.
try hockey?
No, but I wish.
Ah.
I wish I got into hockey.
Ah,
That's like
yeah.
I kind of think hockey would have been cool.
I think
Would've been
so.
kinda fun.
Kenzie's not here. I gotta.
No, fuck you.
But except don't tell anyone that you play hockey. So you go like ice skating with a whole bunch of high school friends, and you're like
God
wicked
tier?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
What's a talent that you wish you kept hidden until, how is that? Like you want it, like a talent that you have that you wish you'd kept hidden, so that at a precise moment you could like just shock everybody.
I don't know. I
I'm
mean,
not talented like you.
Yeah,
Chloe.
I'm not either. So like,
I would.
Or if you had to pick a talent, even if you don't have it right now.
Go ahead.
I choose.
Dom's raising his hand.
Yeah,
Pick me.
You gotta. My socialness. Imagine that. I'm just quiet for like years and years and years, and then one day I just never shut up.
I don't know how I'd feel about that.
That it's like the only thing I can think of. Not that that's necessarily a talent, but
I don't know. If I could have hidden, I don't know, because it's not really like people know that I can play instruments, so it's kind of like, I don't know.
I feel like if you were just like a singer-songwriter, it'd be a really good one. But
Oh
not
my
if
God.
like, oh, you play the sax,
Yeah.
you know, oh, you play the drums,
Like, dude,
Yeah.
you play clarinet? Are you good? And then you're like, I'm okay. And then they're like, okay. And they're not like, oh, play something for me, because no one wants to fucking sit there and watch someone play an
Mm-mm.
instrument.
They much rather hear someone sing a song.
Also, you have to like pull out a whole ass instrument to like play an instrument.
That's
if you're singing
true.
a song, you're just like singing a song.
Ooh, no skill, beatboxing, but like extremely good beatboxing.
Dude, that'd be sick.
That would be sick.
Imagine just in the middle of class and do like one of those throw basses, but no one knows who it is. You're just like, "Bwah!" Like who the fuck?
You know what? You want to know? This one is, I think, my final answer. A talent that I wish that I had and would be able to keep hidden is pickpocketing.
Oh,
But like not in like a, like maybe a little schemy and a little devious, but like maybe give them back like a month or two later. Just be like, remember that watch you lost? Like,
they're not even gonna accuse you for pickpocketing. They're gonna accuse you for being good at finding stuff.
yeah. See what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
I think you've just gotta like really antagonize one specific person and just steal all their shit. You know, like day after day, just steal something else, but then just after a month goes by, just start putting the thing that you stole just right back in their pocket and just take something else.
Watch them go crazy.
Yeah,
as
dude,
well.
they would go like so insane. Over that.
What's that? I feel like there's an anime or a show or there's some like book or something where it's a bunch of superheroes who are all pretending like it's a guy who's fast. Like they're all just
A bunch of
fast.
speedsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
There's
seen.
a bunch of speedsters pretending to be something else. One of them is just like, I can teleport, but really he just runs really fast. And another one's like super smart, but he can just think fast. And then another one's like can punch really hard. But he
Mhm. He's punching really fast.
yeah.
Then there's that actual like one speedster, but they just don't know what he is.
Yep.
Yep.
Ah.
I think.
What
I
is
think
that?
I saw that in an Instagram post, like a story prompt or something.
It probably was one like on Instagram, like those Reddit pages they show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it was one of those. Because that would be a really good idea.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I took an art class one time from a guy.
Segways are cool.
His son was writing a comic series of these people who all had like superpowers, but they were really awkward. Like he could stop time, but he couldn't move. Like it was just everything was stopped.
Oh, that sucks.
And he could think. And then another one was like really strong, but he like couldn't be nervous or like he was really nervous or something like that. So he just was like, I don't know. It was a bunch
super
of like
strong but crippling anxiety.
yeah, and it was like the progression of like these four characters who all have horrible like they're good superpowers, but they're like pretty hindering in a way,
Mhm. Yeah.
and they all go through the story and fight the things. And
I tried to write a book once.
how'd that go?
Not good.
Writing books is hard.
Writing books sounds like
Especially when you're in 7th grade.
Quite.
Huh.
Same thing. Same
Yeah.
grade. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you.
Did you have your friends as characters in the book?
Nope.
I did.
Nope.
So was yours more of a biography?
No, mine was like the friends that I had at the time. We were just like chilling in school, and all of a sudden, this evil man like showed up, and then we got he like sent us into a different dimension, and then that dimension had like no color, and we had to try to put all the color back.
Interesting.
So it's like
Yeah.
The Giver, but like modern.
I get except like more sci-fi.
That's cool.
It was not good. There was like a huge bouncy castle, and then the story ended. Like, got like 4 pages into it, haven't worked on it since.
Oh, that's how you do it. I don't even know what I did with mine. I just remembered that it was about the Renaissance, and there were vampires and fire and war.
Wow.
That's a
Sounds
good-
like the Da Vinci Code.
That's a good basis right there.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I cut you off. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I had a dream like that one time.
Really? Wait, about
Low-key.
what?
Basically, I was in like a different dimension, and I was at school. All my friends were there. The teachers were being assholes. We were literally under a bomb warning. There was a nuke like heading towards the school,
Oh,
and
no.
then like we all got like sent outside, right? Because there's a nuke about to like fucking fuck our school up. Sent us outside for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm going to the bathroom, right? And this motherfucker.
Outside?
Yeah, like that's
No,
where
right
I got mine
before,
from,
right
too.
before I went outside, I was going to the bathroom, right? There's so many people in the bathroom, and this motherfucker, like this old ass guy, like walks into the girls' bathroom, and he's wearing a Mirror Lake Diner shirt, and he's impersonating me. I swear to God, he's
Dude,
impersonating me.
Moss.
Dude, I remember the day you told me about that story. Like, literally remember that.
Who do you think the old guy was? Was it Gabe, Moss, Jerry? Wait, it was probably
it was
before
a mix
Jerry.
between Jerry and Levi, but it was before both of them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Before
Levi.
either of them
Like a
existed.
Like
short ass,
little
like-
Levi?
Yeah.
Like, you talk about pantalones?
Or what do we call him? We call
Pants.
him Chunky Chola?
Okay.
Chunky Cholo. That's his
Chunky
Snapchat
Cholo.
name.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Does everyone want to hear me say something kind of racist real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Levi the other day. Okay, and like this. That's how you just know if someone's brown. Okay? He comes up and like he's up on the line and one thing catches his attention. You know what it is?
What?
The beans. He looks at the beans and he just says, "These beans are bad. I can't believe Julio would let them get this bad." And I like look at him and I'm like, dude, like just add some water, and he's like, "No. That's not going to
No.
fix it." And I had some water and I stirred it in, and he's like, "Oh, I guess that fixes it." But like I started laughing so hard, I was like, "Oh, like dude."
Were they how bad were they? Were they like pasty or were they clay?
Pasty.
Okay. Because I feel like once they hit the clay point, it's just that's a point
There's-
where no
there's no
return. You
return.
Went
chuck
just like flaking 3 inches down into the pan.
it. Yeah.
Delicious.
What do we even
I
use
could-
those beans for?
Huevos.
Huevos.
Oh, yeah. I need
Fucking
to eat
Daleth.
those.
Dave came up with that recipe.
Did he?
Yeah. He. Huevos rancheros, isn't that just eggs with the ranch? Is what he said, and Julio lost it. I think Nabor was working at the time. Nabor had to like leave the building. He was laughing too hard.
Oh, that's hysterical.
But I mean, I didn't know ranchero meant like cowboy, not
Yeah.
ranch.
I feel like
How did they say ranch in Spanish?
Not
How? Because I've
rancheros.
what?
Not rancheros.
I swear I've heard. Oh, maybe
They
they just
might-
say rancho.
they might also just not. Ranch might just not be a word. They might have
Well,
like
I hear
they might
Julio
just
say it.
ranch.
It's,
Yeah.
it's probably like how they say Swiss. They say it's Suizo, so they might just say ranchero. No, rancho.
or like they could say rancho. They could have a different word for it, or they could just say like property in Spanish, or they could say like villa, or like I don't know, some fucking
No.
another word for property.
They just say the word ranch.
Really?
Right there, culinary, and it's just straight up like ranch.
Nice.
Ranch.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard. Maybe he's just being funny, but I swear I've heard Julio say ranch in Spanish. But I think he might just say ranchero. He might just be doing a pun.
No, I think we could also, you know, if huevos are the only things we use beans for, what if the beans were in the burrito? I don't know how much you guys like burritos. Or
I love burritos, but I feel like that's more for like a breakfast burrito.
Yeah, plus
Like if
plus-
you had rice, chicken, some type of meat instead of like green chilies and potatoes.
these are
That's
also
true, I
black
guess.
beans though, and I feel like
Yeah.
If we had a different burrito with beans, yeah.
I feel like if we did rice and beans, we could make another burrito. But I don't want to do that.
I mean, rice is pretty easy.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like
Beans are not-
having rice and
Guys.
beans and like all the things ready to make like a different kind of burrito up, and then having to fold another object. I don't like wrapping.
Plus tortillas take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Dom, what are you doing?
the spicy Italian. I've got some news for everybody.
What's the news?
I talked, Gabe. It's not gonna benefit you,
Well, fuck you.
bro.
Yeah.
Your last
You
day was on
quit.
Saturday. Yeah. Fun fact: everyone, Chloe quit. It's
God
okay
damn
though.
it, Chloe.
We're like
We're not over it, but we'll pretend we're
yeah,
over
yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. Anyways,
Can't fit my hand inside of a Pringles
Hey,
can.
tell Gabe to fire Jerry and I'll come back.
Ooh.
Uh,
Yeah. I don't okay. My phone went bzz bzz.
Anyways, so everyone know how a bunch of our salads on the tickets like haven't really like they've been typing in as like gibberish. Instead of being like an ad salad, the new salad just never says like ad salad or side salad or like
It's a small wedge or something.
yeah, or it says
Mhm.
like
Little
little
wedge.
summer quinoa or something.
Yeah.
I talked Gabe into changing all of those. To
Nice.
say ad inside.
Nice.
Like
And sub.
and sub.
I'm surprised
Exactly.
Julio and Jose haven't caught on. We call the little ad salad a sub salad.
Yeah, they just say ad, and I'm like,
They say little ad
Little
which
ad.
or small ad.
which ad do you want? And they're like, oh, the big one, the little one, and I'm like, oh, okay.
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 I know this is like a common cliche question, but if you could learn one language, what would it be? Like overnight, instant fluency, native fluency.
Probably Korean or Chinese or Japanese.
Mine would be Japanese or like Latin, but that's dead.
Yeah. No.
Imagine
I'd
how
choose
much
Latin.
easier so many languages would be if you knew Latin,
Yeah. No.
That's
Exactly.
true.
That's
Spanish,
the main reason.
French?
Well.
French,
Okay.
Spanish,
English.
Italian, literally everything.
You could just like make up words, and people would be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, I was reading into it though, and like from what I've gathered, like literally, if you speak Italian, you're like I don't know. Spanish is kind of like for like understanding. It's like an 80% they share.
With
Like
Latin,
no. With
Spanish
like,
and Italian.
Spanish and Italian, but then Italian and French is like 89,
What?
and then what's name another one that's like close to those. two.
German.
No, German's
No, not
not very
German.
similar.
French,
Yeah, we're comparing it. To French.
Spanish.
No, not Spanish. Not
Hun-
French, Italian, or Spanish.
Swedish,
Swedish.
Finlandish,
Norwegian.
Dude, I will
Finnish.
find it.
I
I
don't
was
know what
reading
they
up on it
speak.
yesterday.
Finnish. I think it's Finnish.
What do people in Ireland speak? They
Irish?
They normally speak English, but Irish, yeah.
I mean, but there's another word. It's Gaelic. Is it Gaelic?
Gaelic, maybe.
They've got some cool writing.
Mhm.
It's not like the one that like I feel like everything just looks like threes.
Did you
Celtic
know
music is
that
also pretty cool.
Owen's name means fucking Gaelic warrior?
Portuguese.
What, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Portuguese.
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 Oh, yeah.
I was thinking Europe, not South America.
I mean, Portugal is in.
It's
Portugal,
Oh, it's off
Spain,
the. That's
France.
right. It's like right next to Spain. I'm
But
sorry. Okay.
You are correct
I'm sorry.
in saying like Argentina,
sorry.
Brazil,
I'm sorry.
Chile, all those like a bunch of South American places speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Especially
I-
Argentina's
I was a
like,
little confused.
national language is Portuguese.
My bad. For some reason, I was imagining Portuguese like on the coast of Brazil.
That's like Uruguay and Paraguay and.
Yeah, it's southwest of Spain, right?
What does Azerbaijan speak? That's my question.
Azerbaijan.
Who is that? What is
That's
that?
a
Yeah,
country in like.
Sounds
kind
like a
kind
name.
of Middle East area.
I don't remember
Georgia.
Having to learn about that in like freshman.
I think in all of the Middle East and like Asian countries, the weirdest, most off-putting name is Georgia.
Georgia.
There's a country like somewhere.
Yeah.
In that
No,
area.
I know what you're talking about.
In
Yeah.
Africa?
It's not in Africa.
No, it is.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
What? No, it's
on the-
not.
It's on the
I know my
continent.
What do you
shit.
mean? What? No, it's not.
Georgia is on the continent of Africa.
Are you serious?
Dead
pretty
serious.
sure.
No, I thought it was like next to like Kazakhstan and whatnot.
Isn't
like-
that in Africa?
No,
Yes.
that's above Africa.
The
That's
primary
like
official language of
east of Europe,
Azerbaijan-
isn't it? But
Azerbaijan.
under Russia, but before Asia.
Okay, I see where you're coming from, but Georgia, I know it's in Africa.
Are you dead ass?
Yeah.
No,
I remember from geography freshman year.
I remember it differently though. I might be wrong. Hold on, I gotta.
We gotta look this
Corey's
shit
got
up.
a computer.
Oh shit.
Georgia is
Well, I need to know
right
this and I
below
need to
Russia
leave.
and right above Turkey.
All right.
Hey, that's not Africa.
I think that's on the continent of Africa.
Seriously?
I don't know. I'm not totally sure. I took geography a while ago.
Armenia.
Oh, that's. I don't think
That's
that's
like
on
Asia.
Africa. Hold on.
That's like Eurasia.
Yeah, no. that's
Yeah,
by,
see,
like,
it's
Turkey
above-
and Armenia and
It's above Iran. Turkey is right there.
what of the hell, Azer.
Okay. fair enough.
Iraq?
You were right, Corey. You were right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's right.
Georgia is in Europe/Asia. So yeah.
So Eurasia. Okay.
Well, thank you, Boats and Hose podcast, for having me here.
You gotta go?
Yeah,
You're welcome.
It's 12:30. Fucking.
Nice. You didn't mess with the microphones as much as I thought you would. The first time anybody ever hears their own voice through headphones, they're just like all the time. Or there's like
Don't stop. What the-
Bro, I felt like mine was the least bad out of like all of those.
He just started jerking off the microphone.
I did. But I don't know, it kind of feels nice.
dumb.
Count
It
as
feels
jerking
nice.
off your arm if I do this. Like,
I don't know.
I forget that you can't hear this anymore.
I can hear it.
I can hear it.
It sounds like this. Doesn't sound like that.
You're right. It
Oh, you
sounds-
dropped-
It sounds more like this.
Those aren't mine. Those are Kenzie's.
Well,
So I don't really care. I mean, Martha.
Martha.
Fucking Martha.
Fucking
Went to
Martha.
the mall.
Fucking Martha.
This is the first
Not
one
even
that
a
she's
good
not.
mall.
Wait,
She went to the
No.
Tanger Outlets, which is.
She wasn't
Ah.
there for our last one either, was she?
she wasn't.
No.
Imagine if like a mall was put in the most uncomfortable location.
Bye,
and in
thanks.
The most
Bye.
uncomfortable orientation. Bye, Chloe. Good to see you.
Easy. Auto Rob.
I'll see you later.
Ye-
I'll come into the dining and say hi.
Sure you will.
She won't.
Dom, you
She
now
won't.
get your own microphone.
Oh yeah, shit.
You get your own microphone.
I can hear him so clearly now.
Can you?
Yeah.
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 I feel like I'm like right around the same if we're being like completely honest here.
I don't know, you're-
mean, maybe not.
A
It's
little
different.
clearer.
It's so those microphones, depending on, they can be like positioned anywhere. Like
Yeah.
they can be upside up or upside down or
Mhm.
sideways. But in the circle around the diaphragm depends on how clear the sound is. So if you're talking into it from the side, it sounds a lot different than if you're talking straight into it. More so with this mic, but still with those ones.
Hello.
We made a minor chord right there for a second. That was good as shit.
We made some wild chord.
That's true.
What's a good song that you've heard recently that's been stuck in your head?
Tongues by the Frights.
How's it go?
You're gonna hate this by the Frights. Kids by the Frights. All I Need by the Frights.
Someone's been a little obsessed, aren't they?
I mean, not really, just an album.
Okay.
What's another song? I mean, as you know.
We've gotten Chris so over that song though, man.
Oh my fucking. he hates it.
Oh, dude, he hates it so much.
If I Were a Rich Man,
Yeah.
Fiddler on the Roof.
That's been stuck in your head for 3 fucking
Bailey,
years.
Bailey, that one's not new.
If I were a rich man.
All day long.
Yeah, but
And I don't know why, because Tongues isn't particularly a meaningful song or honestly a very creative song. It's just fun.
Songs are allowed to be
mean,
fun.
It's their most popular. So like,
Is it really?
yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know.
it's got to
this
be
song.
pretty good
Wait, by the Frights?
by
Mhm.
the Frights.
Don't wait.
It's the one that goes,
I've played You're
do
Going
you
to Hate
think
This a
I'm
lot.
cute? Well, it's too late to
To
check.
check.
And I don't care. You've got your tongue against my neck.
I mean, I'm
Do you
sure
like
I've heard
my
it
style?
because you guys have played it.
Have you seen my
Haven't the Frights?
shoes?
Oh, wait, no, I'm
They've
thinking the
been
Killers.
To shit from walking the world for you.
You guys like both leaned in at the same time. And you both went away from the same
knows
time.
I'm right. I
Aw.
can't control it. Got my eyes on you all night. We just haven't got a clue. I keep my love. I want my blood inside of you.
Beautiful. I was thinking of the Killers.
Who are the Killers?
Didn't it? Am I thinking the Killers? I feel like it's still the Fright. Who sang Wonderwall?
Oasis.
Who sang that other song that's really popular?
Corey, that's not helpful.
Yes.
I can't remember. I feel like the Frights have this like one kind of alternative poppy song. But what? Okay, wait. Is there a
Crust
band?
Bucket.
No.
Beach porn.
No. Is there a band by the Killers?
I think there's a
Probably.
band called The Killers.
Yeah.
mean,
What song did they sing? What's their most favorite song? Because I think that's who I'm thinking of. But I don't really know.
According to Spotify,
Mr.
Mr.
Brightside.
Brightside.
Oh, yeah. I just redlining the mic so hard.
Two other bands. Like yesterday,
Coming out of my cage. Sorry.
I've been doing just fine. I went to dinner. It was like dinner and we played poker.
Nice.
I got fucking smashed, but we weren't playing with real money. We were just playing with chips.
Yeah.
So I was also playing like an idiot because I was like, there's no consequences. There isn't. Like,
That's
when
true.
you don't play with
That's
real
true.
money, there is no incentive to just not go all in every time.
I mean, you're bound to get a good one eventually.
Yeah, eventually. But before that, I went to my friend Owen's house, and he's a drummer. We listened to the new Hiatus Coyote album, or side A of the vinyl. I haven't listened to side B yet.
Okay.
But Hiatus Coyote, very, very, very good.
Nice.
It's like 4 people. They got a singer, a drummer. I don't know. You should give them.
Man, if I were to start a band, that's what I want. It's just like 4 people max.
Yeah.
Myself included.
And then another one is like the Wallows. I didn't really get
The
into
Wallows?
I didn't get into the Wallows until recently, but they're pretty good. They got their good songs, but they're definitely like a pop song. It's got the guy from Stranger Things, or not 13 Reasons Why, the brown-haired kid, the main character.
Yeah. I've never
He's-
seen it, but
he's
yeah.
like one of the singers. There's 3 of them, and they all sing. Like you can kind of hear the differences in their voice. They all sing different songs.
Cool.
They're pretty good. They're very, very, very popular.
Yeah, sorry about this mic stand. It's really
Yeah, it
bad.
just kind of.
Yeah, it needs. See how that one, the joint right here has this thing.
Yeah.
That's what it needs. Not that stupid thing.
Mm.
Not that little lip. I can't torque it at all.
Yeah. Well, it'll happen.
Oh man. If I were to start a band, I think I would need a bassist. I mean, ideally they'd be able to play everything, but a bassist, someone who can rock on the piano, and maybe another drummer. I feel like if I had that, I'd be so set for like a lot of things. Like the pianist can play like all the synthesizers and the MIDI stuff, so he can cover like strings and timpanis and auxiliaries that we don't have. That'd be perfect.
What would the second drummer do that you couldn't do?
I would be the front man, because it'd be my band.
Okay.
So he would be on drums. I would be probably on just like rhythm guitar and vocals. But I gotta learn how to sing first.
I believe in you.
I bereave.
Thanks.
I think singing is very. I don't want to say difficult to learn, but like it's definitely
difficult to master.
It's difficult to master, and it's definitely a process, especially trying to learn it from like a theory standpoint. Learning to control your voice to hit a certain note at a certain time is very hard. Whereas like I feel, and it's the way I sing too. I sing via like a pitch reference. Like if I'm given a reference, I can sing anywhere. Or like if I'll just start singing a song, it'll just be in whatever key my brain has been singing in. I don't know what key that is.
And then just however your voice has to get that note,
Yeah,
that's how you
yeah.
get it.
Mhm.
That's probably one of the
Like
best
it's
ways
an
to sing.
interval singing, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You're listening for intervals rather than like a specific note. But if you can sing and you're like, hey, I'm singing a C right now, and then like sing like a B flat, like holy fuck, dude.
I mean,
Go you.
some people can do that. They just know how it feels in the throat. Like, yeah, this feels somewhere around a C.
And
or
some
B
people
flat.
have perfect pitch and they can just hear it. And they
That's
just-
true. Like
you know,
fucking Bobby McFerrin.
You
The
know-
hardest. What?
I feel like I can only really sing if I have like a pitch to go off of. I feel like if there's someone else singing, I can match it like spot on. But if I'm trying to sing anything without it playing at least quietly, I can't do it. For
I feel
life
the
of me.
same way. Like the hardest part about writing songs for me is picking up a guitar, playing a random chord progression, and be able to sing melodies over that chord progression.
Mhm.
Unless I already have a set melody to it, it's so hard for me to come up with accurate
Oh,
pitches. That's one of the downsides of starting with rhythm rather than pitch at a young age. Because like when I was 8, I started the drums, right? And so anything that wasn't the drums, I just didn't give a shit about. It's like piano, singing, drums. That's it. And so like all throughout middle school and high school, super good with rhythm, but sucked with pitch. They're like, hey, which one's higher? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know if it makes you feel any better. Band kids they struggle with a lot of things.
That is
Don't
true.
get me wrong. But rhythm and pitch, or more rhythm and intonation rather than pitch, because they can tell you whether or not they're playing the right note, but they can't tell you whether or not they're flat or sharp or, like if they're within like 50 fucking cents, which is like a half step.
Yeah, that's really
if they're
bad.
within like 50 cents, they'll be like, oh.
Same note, not in tune.
Yeah.
Like I'm better now because I've focused on it. But tuning timpanis, tuners have a really hard time with the timpanis because I think it might be because overtones or because they're too low or because it doesn't have a sustain.
You just get the harmonica and you just go ding 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 ding.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can take a pitch pipe and you go like, and then you match the timpani to it. I couldn't do that.
Oh really?
Seriously, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, I struggled with that so hard.
See, I feel like I could tune a timpani really, really easily.
Of course, I know you can.
You just use your foot and you play the harmonica.
And you just
yeah, and you just
yeah.
up there.
I couldn't hear it. I would go past it and be like, did I go past it? And then I'd like, oh, I don't know. So I'd have to restart, and it'd take me like 5 minutes to tune one timpani. But now I can be like, here's the pitch, sing the pitch, there it is. Okay, we're good. And I can get it normally within like 10 cents, which isn't great, but it's better than 50.
That's true.
50 is really bad. I was watching Adam Neely the other day, and he was touring live music again. And there was this pianist. He had 2 synthesizers, like 2 tiny pianos. And he had one tune 50 cents different. I don't know if it was sharp or flat. And he played a solo alternating between both of them, and it sounded so bad. But people like lost their shit over it. It was hilarious.
Adam Neely's nuts. He's really good.
Yeah.
The song fucking goes hard.
the headphones. What song is this?
This is Tongues.
Oh shit. Baby, I don't think we're doing fine. We just haven't got a clue. I keep my love, I want my blood inside of you. Do you think I'm cute? Well, it's too late to try. And I don't care, you got your tongue against my neck. Do you like my style? Have you seen my shoe?
And then this is the one that we're starting to really piss Chris off with. It's the fuck.
Fuck! Sleep too long and my mom cries when I sing this song. Why can't I be like you? Things that don't make much sense, like the money you did, all the money you spent. Why can't I be so cool? That's the Frights. A lot of their songs kind of sound like that, and like
Nice.
not necessarily just like that, but like little edgy.
I feel like you're going to hate this. Like, I'd put it as like, it's fucking beach music. Like, it's like they'll get like really old, like older generic beach 60s vibes to them, and then they just kind of mix it with new wave.
Nice.
Yeah, it's new wave 60s.
It's pretty good. That song that he just played, it was Kids or something.
Crust Bucket.
Crust Bucket.
Crust Bucket. What a name.
The beginning of that reminds me of the intro to Black Ops 2 Transit.
I haven't heard that enough to pick it out of my head. Because normally when I played Black Ops 2, it would just be Buried with JD. I kind of want Buried again. How do I get Buried? Can I? I
don't even know if you can get it on PC. I can get it on PC on Steam.
I think it'd be so much easier to get it on PC than it is Xbox 360.
And you can take whatever controller you want: PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox One,
Hook
Xbox
it up to the computer.
360. Yeah. Even you can get.
I think if I'm gonna play on the computer, I'd rather use keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's my wave. But the Steam controller was hyped up to be like the controller of the future. Like everyone was going to use the
Really?
Steam controller, and then it goes shitty. No one likes it. No one likes it.
The Switch Pro controllers are really good. They feel like really nice.
What does it look like? How is it different from the normal Switch? Or it's just the
It
two,
looks a little bit more like the Xbox One controller, but
Does
it's a
it-
little bit slimmer.
does it have like a body to it, where instead of
Mhm.
just being like flat planes?
Has a body
Okay,
to it. It
okay.
feels like an Xbox. It's like a mix between an Xbox 360 controller and an Xbox One controller.
Okay.
So, my opinion, I think it's like one of the nicest feeling controllers I've ever held.
Does it kind of feel like the Wii joystick in one hand if you just put one of them in your hand? You know, like the
I mean, kinda, but it's not as
curved or bulky.
it's not as concave. It's not as bulky.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot more slim, and it feels nice. It feels like it's well put together.
You could probably figure out how to. I don't know. I don't know if people can put Switch to PC, but I'm sure you could. There's definitely a way you could do it.
I mean, maybe all controllers run off of Bluetooth if you can somehow, or at least I know that the Switch controllers do. That's why, funny enough, that's why we can't use Bluetooth headphones with the Switch. Is because it needs 8 different signals, which is the max that it can put out. But those 8 different signals are reserved for
The
Controllers. yeah.
Even when they're plugged in to the Switch itself.
You can't plug them into the Switch.
The controllers?
You can't. Oh, you
thought-
mean like just on the side?
Yeah, yeah. Is that still using Bluetooth, or is that like direct input?
Good question. I think that I don't know, but the Bluetooth is designated for only controllers. It won't allow anything else to go onto it, which kind of sucks. I would love to be able to have Bluetooth headphones with my Switch.
You know, I've only got one thing I can say about gaming controllers.
Hmm.
It's but before I got my finger done, I was reading up all of my shit. People say that the PS5 controllers are the most annoying controllers known to man.
Really?
Just because, like, you know how on, like, gaming controllers, how whenever you get, like, hit or something, they'll just, like,
Yeah, it's got the
vibrate?
rumble.
Yeah. So I guess, like, right where that is, it's, like, located that people who get it on their left hand and their ring finger, like, it just, like,
Oh.
every time it happens, just
I mean,
right
it's
into
just
their
a
hand.
it's just a weight, right? That spins and it's lopsided.
I don't know, probably.
Because remember those like clear see-through Xbox 360 controllers you can get, or like the original Xbox controllers? You can get the ones that are clear. You can see into them. Every time it rumbled, there was these 2 things that are like lopsided weights, and they just like it makes the controller go like that.
I don't know. It must just be where the motor is. That the motor is located, like, right wherever you put your, like, finger.
Could be that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's I bet it's a brushless motor, so it has just a fuck ton of. It's like a bunch of wires. I don't know if I don't remember exactly how the physics of the shit works. But brushless motors are essentially just a solenoid, like just a bunch of
Mhm.
spun copper
Yep.
wire, and then
Yep.
you run a fuck ton of current through that, and current that goes through a solenoid creates a magnetic field.
Yep.
Because fucking physics, I guess. Like someone who's
Magnets are the closest thing to magic.
probably. Yeah.
Honestly, like, how the fuck?
Yeah.
They did levitation? What?
Yeah.
Fucking magic. Know what absolutely blows my mind? So there are like 4
Yeah.
forces in the universe that holds everything together, right? You got electromagnetism, strong nuclear force, weak nuclear force, and gravity. Gravity is the weakest of all of those. How freaking bonkers that is? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But it does, because you can put like a droplet of water on your finger and it'll just like stick there, right? Occasionally it'll drip, but it mostly just like sticks to your finger. The bonds between the water and your finger, like what are they? Just like tiny ionic bonds or like hydrogen bonds or something?
I mean, it's like when you
Something, a really weak bond,
water
right?
has like hydrogen bonds keep water together.
What sticks it to a surface?
Sticking it to a surface is the fact that it doesn't want to like lose its shape. Like the hydrogen bonds are.
Is it just surface tension?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So there's
Okay.
technically a layer of air between everything you touch and your hand.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay.
So when you like dip your finger in water and there's a droplet, that's just the surface tension of the water pulling and like grabbing onto your hand, and then the droplet is just small enough to where it won't fall.
Anyways, that droplet is overcoming the entire gravity of the entire Earth.
I
Like,
it's like it's overcoming the gravity that is affecting
Yeah,
it,
Mhm.
which
yeah,
is
no, 'cause-
minuscule.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but still, you get the point.
Well,
Yeah,
another
no.
thing
Right?
that we have to look at, like gravity by all means is still like excessively powerful, but at the same time, the world is so big, and gravity, like, if all of the gravity was pinpointed to like one singular location that was even just the size of your house, like that would be ridiculous.
In case you're wondering,
Probably, yeah.
neutron stars, or not neutron stars,
Those ones. Black
they're
holes.
called-
Are they not
they're-
neutron
yeah,
stars?
they're called neutron stars. I don't know why. It just sounds weird in my head.
Like when two stars, like, kind of.
It's I don't know exactly how it happens, but it's basically a star that used to be a star, but is now just a bunch of I don't know if it's actually just neutrons, but it's a bunch of proton, neutron, whatever it is, all tightly packed together. Like imagine like a nucleus, like a nucleus, but on a huge scale.
Okay.
So there's no like empty space. You know how like an atom is like
Yeah.
99.9% empty space or
Uh huh.
whatever.
Like everything.
Like
is?
imagine that there's this ball that is just practically no empty space.
Jesus
Density of a
Christ.
neutron / proton, which is
Mhm.
like fucking.
If you drop
disgusting.
on a neutron star, if you're 1 meter up and you drop, like, I don't remember what it is, but like a small object, it's over. Oh, I can't remember an exact number, but it like hits the surface of it, if there is a surface, at insane speeds.
The other thing
like-
is, if you were to be on a neutron star,
Okay,
you would
well.
be a 2-dimensional shape.
Yep.
What?
You would be
Yeah.
dead, but you would be 2-dimensional.
What?
Yeah,
How?
I mean,
all of the force.
like imagine
Just
like
kinda-
being thinner than.
Oh, you
the
would just be
thinnest
like
people.
infinitely thin
Yeah.
because you're crushed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all those
Oh,
movies where they
that okay, that makes sense.
where they swindle through the loop, through the wormhole swindling.
Falls off the
Who falls off the couch?
couch.
Whatever it is, this thing.
But anyways, that's the gravity. Gravity, although we don't give it a lot of power, on massive scales, gravity is one of the strongest forces.
I guess, yeah.
Like on a planetary
Okay.
scale, gravity is like the main acting force.
Okay.
Whereas
I don't know
for
enough to disprove
smaller
that,
and
so I'm just gonna go.
smaller-
Yeah. Okay.
Smaller objects, it becomes.
Your mama's so fat, she got her own gravitation.
Oh shit, bro! Yo, remember when Yo Mama jokes were just like the
Yeah,
funniest
yeah,
shit in, like
yeah.
6th and 7th grade? That shit would crack me up.
I got really annoyed with them
Yeah,
because the only people that would do it were the people that I didn't like. So it kind of really.
that sounds
I remember in one of the funniest moments I had in history class, my history teacher goes, "What goes up but never comes down?" And no one said anything. Like it was like we had a riddle a day every day, and no one said anything for like a minute or two, and then I was like, "Yo, mama's wait," and then I got kicked out of the class. But it was totally.
What's the answer to the riddle? What goes
Uh,
up and never comes down? Age.
No, it might have been age, but it was Oh, I don't even remember.
Your
It might-
mama's weight.
It was I don't know. There's like a logical answer to it. What goes up and never comes down.
Inflation.
It might be age.
That's
It's-
the only answer I
it's-
can think
it's
of.
like either I don't know. There's like a bunch of riddles that have like a lot of answers. Like what gets wetter and
Time.
wetter as it dries? A towel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do towels get dirty if you're clean when you dry off?
see, that's what I don't understand. Is a towel will become like I don't want to say
Think
stinky.
about
but,
bacteria.
yeah. You don't wash all the bacteria off.
Yeah, never.
So I have like 2 towels and I use them for a long time before I wash them. I mean I wash them like once a week, but like each towel can get like 3 or 4 days.
I think
Yeah,
my
of
towel that I'm
use.
using right now is like on its like month.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
I just throw them in when I do my laundry. I don't have very many clothes.
But I only shower twice a week.
Stinky.
God damn,
Do
don't
I-
know how
do
you.
No,
I-
I mean you
do
don't
I
need to
stink?
shower every day.
No, you fine, dude. I just
So
I feel
stinky.
like so overly gross if I don't shower any day anymore though.
Yeah.
It depends. If I work, I do shower more. But if I wasn't
Well,
working, it
that's-
would be twice a week. I should say.
I work like every day, so that
Yeah.
definitely like.
When I took the 6 months off, I still shower like once every 2 days. I think I got to, but I found that I was changing my clothes off a lot less often. Because like at work, they're good for one day.
Yep.
Like pants, sure, you can wear them like the next. You can wear the
No,
pants through the
like-
weekend.
I don't know. I wear my pants at work twice.
Yeah, I get that.
They're work pants.
Yeah.
But, like going through life without a oily and greasy flat top, splashing oil over
Pants
you,
will last like 2 weeks.
shirts last 2 weeks. What do you mean? Like the only thing I changed out like almost daily was underwear and socks. Socks was like every time they got off, they did not get put back on.
Yeah.
I can
Feet
wear,
are nasty.
I can wear socks twice a day, or
Feet
like 2 days. In a
Are
row.
nasty. How much sweat do you accumulate in your socks and shoes?
See, I feel like
Per
I feel
day.
Like not that much.
I feel like a
I
lot.
never feel sweaty in my shoes.
I feel like a lot.
I like always feel like sweaty in my shoes, but it gets to a level of like moisture, and it's not like it goes up, but it never necessarily goes down until I take my shoes off.
I can see that.
Once I don't feel it until I take my shoes off. Then I go, ooh,
Like there's
that's
definitely
musty.
Well, no, like I can feel like right now in my shoes, but
like there's some moisture. I can feel like there's like in between my toes, especially like you can kind of feel some sweat or like some moisture in there.
that's where
I feel like I sweat more
But
without shoes on because I put my feet together.
But I wouldn't call it like particularly sweat, but more like humidity. Like there's humidity within my shoe.
Yeah.
You got your own ecosystem.
Your own ecosystem.
You do have a lot of fungus on your feet.
Feet are nasty.
Are they?
I don't. Yeah.
Did you
Go in
guys
here.
ever read into that cave that has its own ecosystem?
No.
There's a cave that's so big that it has its own ecosystem,
Like plants and shit. Shit.
and like there's clouds within the cave.
Clouds? What? I mean, okay, I guess that's not too far fetched, but oh, you want me to Google it?
Wanna get an
Okay.
interesting fact.
I haven't looked.
The
into
only
it
thing
for
I know that has a
Let's-
self-sustaining.
Let's hear it, Bailey.
The
Get
ru-
outta
Like,
here.
Totally cut you off earlier.
The in your brain, there are two regions that control two different things.
Ha,
that are
son
very,
dong.
very, very close to each other, and that is genitalia and feet.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Repeat that, what?
That's why people,
What?
for the most part, get foot fetishes.
Foot
is
fetishes
because
are
all
the
of
most-
them, it'll auto like.
What?
yeah,
Wait.
Yep.
So in
Like
your
genetically
brain,
similar?
yeah, no.
Like
in your
right
brain,
next to each other.
I don't remember the exact terms, but like
Oh,
you know the wrinkles. There's a wrinkle, and you follow the central wrinkle up. I don't. There's a
smooth brain.
There's essentially a word for what like the wrinkle is and what the like round part of the wrinkle is, like the.
Okay.
You
I
have
don't. I don't know what
you
it
have the
is, but
bump
okay.
and
Yeah,
then
I got
the,
you.
The concave wrinkle or canyon or crevasse.
Oh, you're
of
talking about the
brain.
canyon?
Like of the brain. So you know,
Okay.
like, the brain is like a canyons, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's bumpy.
So there's a central wrinkle that like everyone has. Like your brain
Yeah,
is like a
like
set,
splits it
but
left and right,
You
right?
go up, you follow that to the center, and if you were to go down,
Okay.
you hit.
Hippocampus.
No, you hit like some part of the central brain, but basically your genitalia, like what part of your brain that controls genitalia, are right here, and then your feet control are right above that.
Really?
When those get mixed
Oh.
together,
Oh.
you get a foot fetish.
Yep.
Oh.
That's why foot fetishes are so common.
Mhm.
Are other
and they can develop later in life.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that the same for other fetishes? Or are the other ones based off of just like a little bit of trauma from childhood?
I'm sure there's a lot of reasons. If I had
Maybe
to
not
guess,
like
I
abuse,
would say
but
different fetishes are one because your brain might associate things, but two is experience.
Yeah.
okay. That's
Some
What I
are
thought.
physical. Some.
anyways, this freaking cave. Sun Dong.
Sandong.
Bro, he's got a tree. Is that outside the cave or is that in the cave? It has its own river. Guys, I want to go here.
It's a pretty cool cave.
Are there what about the water? Is there like stuff in the water? Like
Prob-
fish and whatnot?
I don't know. I haven't read into it for a really long time. We were just talking about feed ecosystems.
Dude, where is
so
this?
I was thinking about this cave.
I would guess Central America.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Really? I was thinking Asia, but Central America is probably
Well, I guess it is called Songdong.
Vietnam.
Oh,
Largest
yeah.
cave of fastest in the
Dong.
world.
Sundong. Something wrong.
Songdong.
Way too low. Holy fuck.
That's insane. How big is it? Oh, I spelled it wrong. 38 million cubic meters. I don't have a scale.
Yeah,
to
I
reference
don't. I
that
don't
off
have
of.
a reference for that either. You said that with so much like holy fuck.
38
And-
cubic. 38 million cubic meters.
Yeah.
That's that's a sizable amount.
How big is a common cave? The caves cannot be more than 300 meters vertically. That doesn't.
For reference.
Okay, how big is what's something that's like kind of big that we all know of? Like I'm thinking like an auditorium or like a
Just go to look up the cubic meters of like Dodger Stadium or like Rose.
Oh,
Rose
yeah.
Bowl Stadium.
'Kay.
Or, you know.
cubic what meters?
Dodger Stadium. I don't know. Whatever stadium you want. The U Stadium. The fucking Eccles.
The Dodger Stadium is 6 million meters cubed. Oh wait, 8 million cubic yards. So 6.1 million cubic meters.
And that is, I would also argue, is there's a fuck ton of empty space that is not used because like big ass stadium.
Oh yeah.
It's like basically a big ass bubble. And imagine taking that bubble and unwinding it into like a bunch of tubes. It's like a tuba. You know if you were to take a tuba.
Long.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
60 something feet or something.
Huge.
Like
Same
Like
with trumpets. They're
that.
Yeah.
Trumpets are like 12 feet long or something like that.
yeah, but still.
10 feet. I don't know yet.
It's insane. Yeah.
Hey Dom, carry up your nicotine. Thank you. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm stretching.
Good stretch.
I'm trying to get comfy.
Okay, guys. I watched a Veritasium video the other day about light bulbs. There's the oldest light bulb, or the longest burning light bulb has been up since a long time, over 100 years, since the 1920s, right? And it's in a fire station. I can't remember where, but there was. This is a lot. I'm not going to be able to remember all of it, but light bulbs they started out as only lasting a couple hours, right? Because they started with like cotton filaments and whatnot, with Thomas Edison and whatnot, and then they eventually got better and better and better to where they can last a couple hours, couple days, and then like a long ass time, like 3,000 hours, right? There was a point where light bulb companies were like, wait a second, if we keep improving these light bulbs, we're gonna run out of business.
Yep.
Right, because like you buy a lifelong, right? You can't, no return customers.
Yeah.
And so these light bulb companies, like there were a couple in America, a couple in Europe, a couple in Japan, they all got together at this conference and said, if your light bulbs exceed, your microphone fell. If your light bulbs exceed, I think it was like 2,000 hours or 3,000 hours or something, you get fined, like a massive fine.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
I understand why, but like, why the fuck is that a rule?
right,
Why aren't
that's
we just
fucking
trying to make
stupid.
improvements?
That's because you can't make money off of improvements.
That's such a stupid concept of me.
Right?
Like, to like be like, I want money.
Oh my
It's
god,
like
I was so pissed off when I was
it
watching the
is,
video.
But also, they wouldn't be.
Your microphone's
able
backwards.
to-
You can hear it.
That explains it. Anyways, they wouldn't necessarily be able to keep their business running to even make light bulbs if people,
Had
know.
infinite light bulbs.
Yeah.
I feel like
people
if
had an
I was
infinite light
the
bulb.
light bulb company, right, I would make a light bulb so much better and long lasting than everybody else, and then after I've sold and all the customers are served, I would just move on to something else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why don't people go on? Like, there are so many fucking ways to make money,
Yeah.
and I understand. Like, let me preface this with making a company, producing like an object or a service or like a
Product.
a product, and
good.
mass producing that product takes years. Like, you would be in business for 10 years and then saying I want to be done with this 10-year project that I've done and then move on to something else is very difficult. And I understand that.
That's true.
I'm not
That's
old
true.
enough to understand like exactly the schematics of that.
Like,
but,
like if Gabe, after 10 years of the diner, like huge diner, he's developed and whatnot, all of a sudden he was not going to move on to something else. He's going to retire.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand that it's hard to move on, but there are also like if you have the money,
Yeah. If
How
you have the money, you
difficult-
can do anything.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it can't be that hard to just move on to something different.
I can't. I think people get too caught up in familiarity, especially business people. They're like, well, I've done this my entire life.
I used to be able to move my kneecaps.
Isn't there a floating bone?
You gotta flatten it. You gotta keep your leg completely straight, and you gotta relax everything.
Oh, I have to relax. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, when I was a little thicker, I want to say a little more body fat and less lean.
Oh man, I used to be able to like
I used to be
move
able to
my shoulder and have it like and it would like crack and it freak people out.
I don't know. I've tried this with Dom. Oh, there it is.
No, I mean like not moving. I mean like just sitting there. I used to be able to like move the muscles in a way where it'd pull it apart.
Yeah, like pull it out of the socket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you go back together and like every time.
Oh, that sounds yucky.
What?
Just like,
Oh, in your shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think your body should
well,
pop.
I don't know because like my shoulder actively pops. So, like,
So mine just, ow. I don't think you can hear it, but I can feel it. It's like,
Yeah, bodies are weird.
bodies are really weird. Nice.
It's weird.
Okay, what is one human evolution that you think is completely useless?
tonsils.
Tonsils, appendix.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not useless. It's just it loses its use once you hit a certain age.
Yeah.
It's only useful for a time,
Yeah.
and that's just partly because of our
Okay.
what we do and shit.
What is an evolutionary trait that we think we would be better off with if we had? Like another animal has it, but humans don't.
Different knees.
I think different knees. Oh my God, knees
Better
are an engineering
ears?
nightmare.
Better shoulders.
Yeah.
Better ankles.
Basically, just joints in general.
Yeah.
Better. I feel like a clear eyelid under our eyelid so that we can see underwater.
Yeah.
Because I feel like humans are so at such a disadvantage in water.
Oh yeah.
True. If we had more webbing, like if we had webbed hands and feet,
It's just a
And-
little bit more.
yeah,
Just tiny bit.
we could swim a lot faster. Or if we had like some way to guide ourselves in water, because realistically, a human in water is just like a bunch of flailing. Like you are pushing water.
Like even our fastest swimmers don't compare to the slowest fish.
I feel
Yeah.
like a sense of like destination would come in handy too. Like if we could know which,
Yeah.
you know, which way was north.
Yeah, because like I struggled with that in Shanghai. I was like, that's north. And Ming's like, that's west. What? I never had my bearings straight in
Yeah.
Shanghai. I was relying on electronics and Ming. the
in,
entire
in
time.
Camas, I can tell you where north is.
Yeah, because we have reference points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's that way.
north. Yeah.
Yeah.
South.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
I think being able to see.
podcast dudes are like, "Oh, that's fucking." North." we're like pointing in directions. Like, oh, right.
I don't know if I should bring this up on the podcast. Yeah, sure. How should we just do this until Bailey moves off to college?
I'd be down to come back here on Wednesdays, every other Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be too busy?
No, I mean, I think
Really?
I might have a class on Wednesday. We might have to talk about maybe moving the day or moving the time.
Yeah.
To better work with all three of our schedules.
As long as it's not a weekend,
Yeah.
because obviously,
You
yeah.
have to fucking.
But like any day that works for you, I guess. I guess I want to ask, how serious do we want to get?
I don't know.
Like,
How seriously looking?
I don't know.
How
Well,
we-
I'm thinking if we're doing this just
if
for
we're
fun,
actually
right?
doing it, we
We're
should-
doing just for fun,
Yeah.
obviously. Like I don't really, none of us really
Yeah.
care if we get viewers. It's nice. It makes it more fun, but I think it'll be really nice to have a podcast even when you're gone because then we get to see you. Don't have to wait 8 months before I get to see you again.
That's true.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Well, Bailey's gonna be down for all the house parties, bro. I'm joking.
Oh
but
yeah, no, we can have house parties. That's
Oh,
fine. As
okay.
long although to be fair, we do have
yeah.
an apartment, Brenda. So if it gets too late, I don't want to distract her too much because
You
she's
know-
been very nice.
Corey,
What's
the
up?
most I'm ever gonna do when I move in is invite like 4 people over, if that's okay with you.
That's fine with me.
Like,
Like
by
I
all
said,
means,
there's 2 rules.
like bro,
It's 2 rules.
I've been to a
Just-
party before
Just 2 rules. That's
at
it.
Bryson's house. You've been in Bryson's house, yeah?
Dude, I grew up in Bryson's house.
50 fucking people.
50.
50.
I remember
I've
a birthday party.
got a
Oh
picture
my
of that
god,
bitch.
I remember a birthday party and they remember me, but I don't remember them. Their older brother Skylar, he remembers me. I don't remember him. He was at that birthday party,
Yeah.
and then I remember showing him that I could vibrate my eyes. It was like the thing that I could do as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Like, he came over because he's friends with my brother, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Do you remember me?" I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he was like, "Really? You don't remember me?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry. No, I don't remember. Who are you?" You know, I like suddenly felt bad because he felt a
Yeah.
little hurt. And he was like, "You're the kid that can vibrate his eyes." I'm like, "How the fuck do you remember that? I don't even remember what your name is."
Yeah.
There were so many people there. I remember we played Dance Dance Revolution or like Michael Jackson dance or whatnot. So much fun.
Dancing, I fucking suck at that game. I always get too embarrassed.
Dude,
I
fuck
just
dancing.
am not a good dancer.
How do you get embarrassed?
I just
Bailey getting embarrassed
j-
boggles me because you're like hilarious.
I don't know. There's just something about like dancing that has never clicked with me. One, because I've just never really tried or put that much effort into it.
Jeez. Yeah. That guy looks like
Oh,
Bo
no.
Burnham.
I want to see this shit.
Take
What
off
guy?
your bras and burn
Holy
them.
shit, yeah, that's
Which
a lot
one?
Of people in a room.
The one with the white T-shirt over the pool table.
That's Patrick Collins.
He looks like Bo Burnham. He definitely looks like Bo Burnham.
Dude, did you know he has a kid?
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude.
How?
Dude.
Okay. Okay. He's in my grade,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I graduated 2020. That's not even. That's a year ago.
Yeah.
He has a kid.
Yup.
Is he married?
No.
Yeah, I do. Fucking someone. I know like 3 or 4 people now that have been married.
Yeah.
Like how the fuck?
Emma Francis.
Holy.
She has a kid.
Yup.
She's a year younger than me.
Yup.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
No.
No.
No. She's in my
your grade.
I
Yep.
don't even know.
Yep.
I don't even know.
That's okay.
That's
She-
crazy. Like I can't have a kid right now.
Yeah.
I
no,
can't get
fuck
married.
having
I don't
kid
even have a
right now.
girlfriend.
Yeah, no,
No.
Yeah.
I don't got time or
Fuck
money
kids.
or like the will for the responsibility.
Well, Corey, everyone who has kids right now don't have kids because they want kids. They have kids because they're dumb.
They fucked up. That's
They
right.
fucked up.
That's right. That's a good point.
Yup.
It's good that they stuck with it though. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They shall not be named for privacy reasons, but I know a family friend. She is. I think she's 20, and she had a kid. Because I don't really know the full story, but basically, the father was a toxic boyfriend, bad guy, not very cool. Knocked her up. They tried dating for a while, and it just didn't go well. So now she has custody of the kid, which is really good. Her name's oh yeah, privacy reasons, shouldn't say.
Yeah.
But anyways, like somehow she makes it work. She's smoking hot too. Holy fuck! Oh my god.
That's
she
good.
didn't.
That's good.
I'll see her in like.
It kind
a
of
couple
sucks to
weeks.
that. She's the one. She's the victim of it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really fucking sucks.
But the good thing is her brother has a kid and he is married, so it's kind of like, and along with that,
He helps her.
yeah.
Okay.
And along with that, her mother and father adopted a like 5 or 6 years ago, adopted like a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
So she's not alone in this.
Yeah, we call him Pingo. He's awesome.
Pingo.
I love Pingo.
Nice.
So essentially, the grandmother and grandfather of this child are familiar with babies and can act as parental guidance.
That's good.
Her brother and
really good.
his wife can act as parental guidance. So she's definitely by no means alone or shit out of luck or like struggling very financially.
yeah.
She's got a bunch
Still-
of people who are here to help.
Yeah,
I mean, I
yeah,
bet
her,
that's still
everything
so
else.
Still, yeah, that's
exhausting.
what I'm still like.
Yeah.
Still fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
Still stressful.
Is she
as
going to
fuck.
school?
She just works.
Did she want to go to school?
I don't really know. So
Because that would suck, getting blown out of a college.
She got
just
tugged into
because-
the family business along with my sister,
Oh,
which my sister actually just recently quit.
good for her.
Yeah, because she's she it wasn't what she wanted to do anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What is your family business?
So
Ch-
the family
Raising
business,
cattle?
No. It's my father or my stepfather and I just call him father for simplicity reasons.
Okay.
Stepfather and another guy, they started a business together called Rogers Performance Marine, which sells boats and like boat items and things for boating.
We sell boats and
And then
boat accessories.
along with a trailer selling
My
business,
name's
like
Hank Hill.
horse trailers, living trailers,
Sell
stuff like that, called
propane
Double B
accessories.
Trailers. So
Okay.
there's 2 businesses within one
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
They're
Boats
selling-
and boat accessories.
boats and trailers,
Boats and hoes.
yeah,
Boats and us.
yeah.
Hey, I guess that makes sense to the. That's now 2 of us that are related to something with boats. My
Mhm.
dad's got a sailboat. Your family's got a boat business.
My dad sails.
Dom, step the fuck up.
My stepdad.
I came up with the name.
That's true.
My stepdad grew up in Newport, California,
Newport.
and he, from the age
Okay.
of 7, raced sailboats. I mean, just like
Really?
an incredible sailor, and then
Wow.
moved to Utah when he was about 40 and hasn't sailed since.
Oh,
So very like both of my father figures are very experienced sailors.
wow.
Um,
There's something about just sitting on a sailboat as
I
it's
guess your
going.
mother's got a thing, bro.
true.
This is
Popeye.
Boaty boys.
True.
Yeah.
Popeye.
Popeye.
Imagine just like if food worked the same way as it did in Popeye.
That'd be so
Chug
cool.
a can of
hot
spinach. Have you ever guys ever seen a can of spinach?
Never.
Nope.
Never. What the fuck, Disney?
That must have
Disney?
been like that must have been a '60s thing. That
I
must have been like a
must have. It must have been like a.
World War II rations.
Yeah.
They
World
must
War
have been
II?
putting.
Okay, yeah, maybe. I was thinking more like World War One, but I don't know.
World War One was 19. What was that?
No.
18 to 1927 or something like that.
It was right before the 20s.
Yeah. Anyways, World War One, long time ago.
I thought World
But
War One
I-
was like the 14 through. No, like
Maybe they might have rationed then too. But I'm assuming cans of spinach had something to do with rationing during the wars.
probably the same time as
Yeah.
Spam, which I think
Yeah.
is World War II,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
I've never had Spam. It's always looked.
I've had Spam.
vile
Yeah.
to
No,
me.
Spam-
I've never eaten
Spam-
it either. I've seen
Spam,
it. but
I've had it.
That's why I
I've had it. Spam, it's not bad. You know the processed sliced meats that you put like sandwich meat?
Mhm.
It tastes similar to that if that was a chunk of meat. And
And you
Really salty.
You just cut it out of the.
it's
the
like
can,
salt.
right?
I just ate it with a fork out of the can.
Interesting.
It's
I'm
not.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds fucking.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
let me
fucking
tell you, it
bomb.
wasn't awful, but it was. I didn't finish it. It got awful. Okay, it started. I'm like, okay, that's kind of salty. It tastes like processed meat, like heavily processed meat. I feel like if I eat Spam, I'd live forever because of the amount of preservatives.
Did you cook?
I'm just ate it out of the can.
Okay. Because I know like a popular breakfast is eggs and griddled Spam. Like the same way we
I
do
feel like if I cooked it, it'd be a little bit better.
like literally almost identical to like Canadian bacon or sausage patty we do on the flat tops.
Mhm.
Like you cut it into like one of those. It's like a square slice. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
You cut it sideways.
Yeah.
And then you just pop it on the flat top. It's like 1/4 inch thick, maybe a 1/2 inch thick, and then
I feel like it would taste a lot better grilled
Mhm.
or just warm in general.
yeah,
It kind of reminds me of the same like hot dogs,
yeah.
like the really cheap red packaged hot dogs.
So I
That face, you're like,
I've told you guys
just had an
about
epiphany.
growing up vegetarian and vegan up
Yeah.
until I was, like
Yeah,
seven or 8. And a very popular, you guys know the brand Morningstar and like
Yeah.
all them. There's these canned hot dogs which are vegetarian called Big Franks.
Dude, vegetarian hot
Those are
dogs kind of
vegetarian?
sound bomb.
If you've never had a fucking Big Frank, you need to go to the store right now and have one because they are fucking delicious.
Dude,
I haven't had one in years, but I remember them being like crack. And it's
I'll
kind of
have
like
to try it.
it's like American Chinese food in the way that you'll eat one and then be like, I'm still hungry, and then you'll eat another one and be like, I'm still hungry, and then you'll eat another one. And you'll be
Really?
like, I'm still hungry, and then you'll eat a fucking another one. Same deal. They're really good too. I fucking love Big Franks.
Nice. I've never had a Big Frank.
yeah, I can't say I have either. Also, boys, I've got some bad news for you.
You got
What?
a dip?
I think I'm a skedoodle.
Aw.
I gotta drive to the shitty city.
Well, I'm sorry.
So
I gotta be at the shitty city at 3:30.
I don't know. I told my way I'd like be there around like 2ish.
It is 1:15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
dip.
I'm like
time to leave.
going to the bank and hitting the diner to get my paycheck, and then I'm gonna go and cash my checks, and then
I got my federal tax return back, bruh.
Big money?
Almost 3,000.
Oh no shit.
Oh yeah, dude, no
I
shit.
didn't file my taxes.
fucking quit for another 6
Baby.
months.
Huh?
Fucking quit for another 6 months.
Honestly, I was good to go until January.
Yeah.
My plan was January.
Yeah.
What? Honestly, when you leave and you're off in Costa Rica, I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah.
You guys are like one of the few people that I'm okay with working at the diner with. Cause like, who's gonna be nighttime while you're back at school and you're gone?
Hayden,
Chris.
Brody, Chris.
No Dan.
No Dan?
No Dan.
Dan's going to college,
Brody, Chris.
and Brody will be back.
Brody's not gonna be doing shit. It's gonna be Chris.
And Siege.
Yeah, you're gonna have Chris and.
And I bet Levi will start cooking soon.
Yeah.
He'll be
well,
back in
he'll be-
school.
Oh, that's true.
September. He'll be in school.
But we're talking dinners, Corey.
dinner. He won't be in school.
Is dinner during the fucking school day? I didn't think so.
No, but he's also got football. I don't know. Come
Precisely.
September, come Labor Day, I'm gonna hate my life.
September.
Oh wait, you'll be there for Labor Day.
When's Labor Day?
Isn't it always September 4th?
Maybe.
I thought it was
I'll
like
be
a-
there. If that's
thought
The
it was always
first
like a
Sunday, or
Monday.
like the second Sunday of
Yeah, something like that.
Monday of September or something?
Boy, I'll like be there, and then I should be leaving right when shit starts to slow down like drastically. So
As long as we're not doing over 200 for dinner.
Yeah.
I think me and Chris will be okay.
yeah,
Chris is gonna hate his life.
Oh,
Raising
yeah,
a
he is.
kid, working a lot,
Yo,
long shifts. I guess he's not working a lot, but he's working long shifts.
yeah. Well, I
What
don't know,
days
man.
does-
Like, I look at Chris's schedule and I think, God, that would be nice. If we're being honest, like, I would much rather, like, I feel like a double feels the same as an 8-hour shift. Feels the same as a 6-hour shift.
like my
all of them
mornings
just
when I
group
wake
into the
up.
same.
Yeah.
I mean, once you're there, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't like waking up before 8.
Well, but here's what I'm getting at, man.
Honestly,
It's just the fact that, like, you can work 4 days and just work like 10-hour shifts, or you could work like 3 days that are just like,
I work 3 10-hour shifts.
yeah. Well, no, but imagine.
You ever get
like,
jealous of my schedule, Dom?
Yeah,
Chris-
I do.
Chris
I
gets-
do. I do. But
Yeah.
either way, like, my only day off this week is today. I
Really?
don't have a
Wow,
single
and you
other
wasted
day
it
off.
on this shitty podcast.
I know.
Fuck, dude.
I know. And I'm
Dude.
going down to this fucking shitty. And if we're
Wow,
being
now you're
honest, I
gonna
really
now I
don't
gotta go
want
down the
to.
shitty. Yeah.
I just said that I was going to, but now that the time's here, I'm like, I don't want to, but I already said that I would.
You know, you can always say, nah.
I can always say,
Although, be careful doing that. I did that a lot in high school. They just stopped inviting me.
I kind of invited myself.
I like
I was like, bro,
not going.
I haven't seen you for a minute. You care if I come see you on Wednesday? And she was like, sure. And I was like, all right.
Oh, now it's even worse if you. Is it worse?
I don't know. I feel like it's
I
better.
don't know. I
if you
think it is
invited,
better.
just- Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make the plan and then cancel the plan, that's fine. If you make the plan and then someone accepts the plan and then the person who accepts the plan cancels, I feel like that's more rude.
Yeah.
Dave, I hope you listen to this eventually. I'm about to shit on you.
Yeah, David, you do that shit worse
So-
than anybody we
Yes, he
fucking
does.
know.
Single fucking
In
time.
fact, Corey,
What?
time are we on at the podcast right now? Just so we can tell Dayla to tune his bitch ass in at like fucking whatever it is.
We are at 1:20.
hour
Two.
and 4 minutes. Hour
No,
and
an
23
hour and 20 minutes, 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Hour 20, 1:20, 1:20. Jesus Christ. Okay, Dave, listen the fuck up, bro.
That's
the
true.
problem.
He would
okay.
be like, let's go sledding. Let's play baseball. Let's do this. And I only went sledding with him once.
That was hilarious,
That was
though.
a good time.
So, yes, perfect, Dom. Thank
Yo.
you. Okay, so Daleth, listen. I fucking love you, dude. Okay, I consider you one of my best friends, especially because we work together in that hellhole of a diner. But there's one thing that you do that I think a lot of your friends get mad about, and it's that we'll be like, "Hey, we should hang out sometime. We should go do this. We should go do that." And then the time comes, and you dip. Bruh, what the fuck?
Dippy ass bitch.
Dippy ass bitch. I'm gonna write a diss song about you. Okay. It's gonna be like the trap.
I'll join.
Yeah, it'll be me and Dom going like,
Hey,
Delilah,
yeah,
what's
Hey,
your
hey,
life? Salt Lake
yeah.
"Bruh! You're a faggot. Sorry. I don't know. Just kidding, Dave. I mean, not kidding, but you know, I still love you.
Yeah. We
Still love
we
you,
still
David.
love you. Just
Still love you.
fuck you, bro.
That's the only problem I have with you. Okay.
Although I did cancel on him once.
Whoa,
I took some edibles.
How could you?
that's so mean.
No,
Ah!
I took some.
You're not any
edibles
better than him.
on Halloween, and he was like, "I'm having a Halloween party."
Oh yeah.
And
Whoa, that was a cool sound.
like 9 o'clock comes, and I'm supposed to go over to his house, and I'm like,
Dom, you gotta go.
"It's nighttime. I want to go to bed. I'm so tired." And then
Bye,
I
everyone.
passed
Have a
out.
good night.
Bye, Dom.
Afternoon.
Bye, Dom.
Have a good night. I feel like if we started the podcast at like midnight,
We'll get a lot of European and Asian listeners.
no, we'll just be a whole different podcast.
That's true.
Yeah, no, we would be for
We'd all have that like late night, like you know, we got that like
I would
late
if
night
we if
voice,
it was
you know?
late night, I would show up stoned. I'm so sorry, and I'm not really that sorry. I would be.
Like oh yeah, it was dumb about the people coming over. Just remember 2 rules. Just 2 rules: smoke outside, and no remodeling. Easy. In this room, I honestly I don't really care. Just don't catch it on fire. If you're like,
You walk in here one day and we're just sitting here with like 6 bongs and a dab rig, and we're just.
in this room, like I said, don't really care. Just be careful. There's no ventilation, or like very little ventilation.
Hotbox the fuck out of this room. I love these lighters. If you want to
Okay.
see these, oh, fuck. I mean, it's got a pokey stabby. I don't use it though because it gets dirty really quick.
Pokey stabby. What for? Is it for like mixing stuff around?
Like
for ash.
yeah.
Because like it'll get all.
Okay, okay,
Or
yeah,
like
that's what I thought.
imagine you like smoke half a bowl and then you come back the next day and all you can do is light the ash and you're trying to light the green, so you punch down the
Yes,
ash.
and you-
Usually I just use the tip of my
Ah.
finger. I'll
Yeah.
give them one. But yeah, these
Cool.
lighters are dope.
Yeah.
I have one. I have one that says Treasure Valley Cannabis Company.
Nice. I'm such a virgin when it comes to drugs, honestly. Can I light it?
You are also
That is true.
Yep.
What? How? That's a nice flame.
yeah, they are big
Dude.
flames. And you can actually if the flame doesn't go off, if you just press the like the
Why is it
gas,
so big?
it'll you can hear it going because it's shooting out a lot of gas.
Lights the microphone on fire.
All right, bye, peoples. Have a good day.
Bye,
See you later.
Dom. Drive safely.
fun.
Have a good time.
Drive
Miles.
fast.
Drive fast.
Smoke grass.
Skate fast. Smoke grass. Eat ass. We like to fish for bass.
So I got into reading books.
I can take up this
recently.
whole couch.
Yeah,
Really?
dude.
So
Dude, you
that's-
can like lay down.
Speaking of, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, man. Just switch microphones.
Before
Or
you
not,
before you go on to books,
Yeah.
because I do want to hear about this. I think that would be a really interesting thing to do for podcasts, is because there's a lot of like biographies and different like educational books that we could all read in relatively short periods of time.
You're saying just like read books for a
Yeah,
podcast?
read it like it would be mildly like a book club, and we could discuss the book and discuss the ideas and topics within said book, or different like, you know.
I'm okay with that. If it's a book I like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
If it's a book I don't like, it'll feel like English AP Lang, and
And even just if one of us read the book and just shared,
yeah,
that would also be good. We
yeah,
could all read different books. We could all
I'd be okay with that. I'm not too manly for books.
But tell me about this book that you read.
Well, here's the thing. So I have this book I ordered a while ago. I ordered a lot of books a while ago, and I just never got around to reading them. A lot of them is like Back to Basics, where it goes through like if you come across this land, how to start a farm and how to start a house and how to live off the land from scratch. Really freaking cool. It's kind of like you know those school books that have like a bunch of like diagrams and sections, and it's kind of like a history book layout.
Oh yeah.
It kind of looks like that. I read through that a little bit. You know, it's kind of like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Then I got other books about like astrophysics from Neil deGrasse Tyson. I got 2 from him. Got some sci-fi books that are just like, you know, Aragon.
Mhm.
And so it's the Inheritance Cycle. There's 4 books.
Yeah.
I read all of those throughout high school, and then the author Christopher Paolini published an adult sci-fi book, which is so far it's been okay. It's kind of slow. It deals with like aliens and like, I don't know. It's okay. It's not as good as Aragon, but whatever. But then I got this tiny book. It's about yay big, right? That's like pocket book. It's called The Little Black Book of Marijuana, and I sat on it for so long, just not reading it. But just a couple of days ago, I was like, might as well. I took my dog to my grandma's house, and while he played, I took like an hour and a half and read all of it. It was only like 100-something pages, and I was thorough with it. I put notes on my phone about it. Like that's how into it I was. But as I was reading it, there were so many things about the book where I wasn't sure if it was true, like the whole like mummy in China found 3,000 years ago with a bag of marijuana or a bag of weed, or like how we talked about this a little bit, but the
Trichomes.
no the people that were throwing the seeds on it, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
the seed bracts hold the most THC, but the seeds hold no THC. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense, but okay. Or like, what's another thing? I don't know. But I ended up reading the entire book within like an hour and a half, and I like so focused on it. And then I popped out. I'm like, oh, time passed. Look at that. Like the shadows are longer. I was like, what the? But anyways, after that, since then I've read like so much. Like I've just been reading a lot. Like I would go onto Google. Like normally at nighttime I would just kind of fall asleep to YouTube or scroll Instagram for a little bit and then just pass out. But lately I've been like searching up books or like articles and reading articles and biographies rather than doing that stuff.
That's
My brain feels
dope.
like a sponge,
dope as shit.
but I don't feel like I'm any smarter yet.
I don't know. It's
I don't know. I mean,
Smart.
obviously,
smart is a social construct, I think.
a lot of things are.
That's a conversation I had yesterday a little bit, was whether or not time was a social construct. And in my opinion, it is not. The concept of 24 hours in a day, or 7 days in a week, or 31, 30, 28 days in a month, etc., those have their own specific societal or communal upbringings, or whatever you want to call that.
Okay.
But the idea of a season or a year has a very, very physical property to it. The Earth
spring feels much different than summer.
Yeah, a day is a rotation of the Earth,
Yeah.
and the a year is one full cyclic rotation around the sun, right?
Yeah.
And those are
cyclic.
very,
I've never
very,
described it cyclic.
very
Okay.
like. I mean, it's more.
Yeah, it's not a
elliptical.
circle,
It's
but
elliptical.
yeah.
I should say. Those are very not like. Those are physical properties of our universe that we have been placed in,
Mhm.
rather than a social construct.
That's true. I feel like the 24-hour clock and the months in the calendar thing, I feel like that lines up fairly closely with like the reality of what season it is, how a year, how long a day is, because it's not exactly 24 hours, but it's pretty freaking close.
Mm-hmm.
Or like seconds and whatnot. I feel like the more of the social construct part of it comes from like, oh, you're 18 now, you can vote, or like, oh, you're 21 now, you can drink. I feel like that time.
Yeah,
Is
and that's
silly.
another thing that's like so bullshit to me. Like, I turned 18,
Mm-hmm.
like, well, I'm 19 now, but like I turned 18
Mm-hmm. So
last
did I.
year, and it's like, literally, when I turned 18, I would still have to ask to go to the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, no, I
it's
stopped. I
like-
just got up and told him.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and like, of course, I had some teachers that are like, just treat this as a college class. Leave when you want to. You don't have to come to class. Like, it's a high school. You guys are 18. You guys know what the fuck's going on.
Okay,
And I
that's
get
cool.
that, but it's like,
That's cool.
why is it when I turn 18 that all of a sudden I'm allowed all these different things? I'm allowed to be sent to jail.
That
be
to
a
me is the
felon,
social construct part.
Be like
Yeah.
allowed to
Yeah.
in some states or some countries.
Like, why is it not 17?
Yeah.
why is
or
it
like,
not
why is it
19?
19? Or like, why the fuck does it even matter?
Yeah. It
Like,
doesn't matter.
why does anyone care that like I'm letting like a 12-year-old drink alcohol? Like, or why the fuck do you care that I'm 90 doing cocaine? Like, what the fuck?
I feel like if we're going off the like, oh, at 16 you can drive, at 18 you can vote, at 21 you can drink. I feel like at 30 you should unlock something as well. And then at like 90 you can, if you reach 100 you're allowed one homicide.
That's what I think, dude. I think when you reach a certain age,
Oh,
you
man.
like just laws should start just not applying to you.
Yeah,
Like,
you're like
you're a-
you reach 40 you're allowed to speed.
yeah,
You know?
you're 100 years old. You should be allowed to like fucking steal shit. Just you've been
Dude,
allowed.
let's say like 80 because your walking is impaired, your vision's going to be impaired, you're going to be less able to do harm, really. So there should be less restrictions on you.
yeah.
Like if you
agree.
steal and no one catches you and you're 80 years old, who the fuck is going to give a fuck?
But again, we would be making another social construct of like
True.
age.
True, but I mean we already made it, but I feel like it's a little half-assed.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do all of it rather than getting rid of it.
Mhm.
Because if we well, I guess you can also say if you have no rules, then what's society going to look like? It's going to be more chaotic versus if you have the rules we have now, or if you have too many rules, maybe people are going to rebel a lot more.
And that's another thing that was brought up in a lot of my classes was like the idea of the more rules you have, the safer you are, but you lack privacy. And the less rules you have, the less safe you are, but you have more privacy. So
Okay.
safety and privacy are like
Their scale.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a scale or like inversely proportionate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I would argue that there are too many stupid rules, and that especially politically, we need a full reconstruction of our like governmental rule and
And
governments.
just social norms in general.
Yeah. And governments need to stay out of state's ways. Like we need. And again, I don't like really talking about politics
Yeah,
at all
politics
because
is difficult.
it's really difficult and it'll offend people, and people just are too sensitive to it.
I don't
and
know
I-
enough to really
And yes,
say much.
that's another thing is I don't know how much I know.
I know my ideas of other people's ideas.
Yeah,
That's it.
but I think that if states were more able to govern themselves, and people were, because people can move between states relatively easily. It's really not that hard, and it doesn't take that long to sell your house,
Mm-mm.
to move your things to a new house.
God,
in a new
especially in
state.
Camas,
Oh my fuck.
sell so
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
fast.
yeah. Just anywhere in Utah. Literally, like people from
Yeah.
California, Oregon, like anywhere on
Yeah.
the Pacific Northwest, they're trying to move inward. They don't fuck with that anymore. They're getting away.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like if society was a lot smaller, we could get away with having less rules, but the rules would end up being a little bit more vague. Like, don't steal. Okay, but I was stealing because this guy robbed me of this thing, and so I was just getting it back. Or because my family, I don't make enough money, I need a little bit of food for my family. I didn't steal and didn't harm. You know, they get a little more vague. But if there's less people, I feel like with drinking, everyone would drink when they see that the child has matured enough mentally, not because they reach a certain age or because they went through a rite of passage or something. It's just because, oh, you seem like you can drink, so here, you can have a drink.
Yeah.
You can sit around the fire and drink, right?
Mhm.
Or like, but because society is so big, like the nation has like 300 million people in it. To govern that many people, you need rules that are specific,
specific, strict, and like,
fair,
designated, yeah.
not really fair, but you know.
and it's very, 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 very difficult to make rules or laws or bills that don't exclude a group.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a group that is hurt rather than helped.
Yeah.
And you know, and it's super difficult, and I don't know shit about it, but I really would advocate for a reconstruction of our political system.
We can do that. That's how our current system got up, right? Because the people, like, they went away for, before it was the Constitution, we had that other thing. What was it?
The Federalist Papers or the
something similar. Yeah, something.
right,
Yeah, you know
it
what I'm
was-
saying?
It was our first.
It was like our
so-
trial run.
Yeah,
basically.
we've actually had multiple constitutions
Yeah.
or like versions, and the first one were the Federalist Papers,
Okay.
and then like 8 years later we did the Constitution.
This is all right after the Revolutionary War, right?
I don't know.
I would
I
imagine
don't
so,
know my dates
because
very well.
I would imagine
It's-
right after the I would imagine late 1700s, early 1800s,
Might have been.
because we were with England then.
Yeah.
So it had to be. Okay, anyways, not important. Anyways.
Yeah, it had to be after the Revolutionary. You're right. So Federalist Papers, 8 years or like 9 years or something like that, and then we got the Constitution, and then the Constitution, and then there's actually individual like I don't know what the word for them is, but like states have their own like
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was that one that some of the leaders went to this conference, and it was like, oh man, I want to say it was like a 2-week conference, but it might have just been a weekend. I don't entirely know, but they took it and went, nope, got rid of it,
yeah.
redid it,
We're
and
on
now
the,
we're
it
on
was
the
in, I wanna
now we're on the
it's in, like,
Constitution.
it was in Georgia or West Virginia or Pennsylvania.
somewhere around there. Yeah,
It's one of the 13
I don't know,
colonies.
but it was.
But-
we can do that. The government officials can just take our Constitution and go, nah, let's restart.
yeah, and as people of the United States, we have the right to like protest, voice our opinion,
Yeah.
and get things changed for the better of the people. Like
Yeah.
it is our right, arguably, as
We have the right
citizens.
to vote for the people that can decide that,
yeah.
but we don't have a say ourselves. Not really.
I mean, not really in reality. We
In
don't.
reality.
But on paper,
yeah.
individuals are supposed to have the ability to change things.
If we were a pure democracy, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But we're not a pure democracy.
no.
We're like a
We're,
constitutional democracy.
we're
or
a
we're-
democratic republic.
oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay.
So democratic republic involves people. Essentially, what we do, we
Yeah.
vote for.
Mhm. We vote for people to vote for people.
Yeah.
There's an AJR song that gets onto that. Vote for someone to vote for someone to vote for something, and then it might turn out evil, but at least you can say they mean well.
But like the reason
Anyways.
the reason I would advocate for a total reconstruction is because essentially what has happened is, imagine in 1796 or whatever, you make a bill, you make like the first, the 10
Commandments. No, the
what are they called?
constitutions,
No, the
What are they called?
Bill of
amendments,
Rights.
Bill of Rights.
Or the first 10 amendments or whatever it's called. Those were made back then. And then like you fast forward 20 years, someone adds a new one. Fast forward 10 years, someone adds like 3 new ones.
Fast forward 200 years, and now
Yeah.
you got airplanes,
And we have what, like 27 now, 27 amendments,
something like that.
and they're all built off of opinions, ideas, and like problems of their time
Mm-hmm.
rather than what's going on currently. So there are a bunch of rules that were made by specifically men, because women have not been in government
That is true.
official
We've
positions.
yet to have a female president,
Well, I am partly yes that, but
and even
also,
just the
like,
Congress and
in
the House,
Senate, in the
Yeah,
House, in the
mhm,
Treasury, and all that. Like women are very new, like
mhm.
less than
Mhm.
100 years in are like government officials, and even then they're a very very minority group.
Is
within
Biden
that.
the first one to have his like right hand be a woman? Because it's not his
No.
wife. Who's that one chick?
Like
What is
his
she?
Vice president?
Vice
Like
president.
Kamala
Yeah.
or Kamala?
Is this the
or-
first vice president we've had that's female?
I don't think so, but potentially. I don't really know. I don't know a bunch
I
about
don't
it.
know
And
of-
it's really hard to talk about when neither of us are very.
Yeah.
Like,
I never took a class on
Yeah.
politics. Chris
uh,
would know, but then again, I think Chris is a little biased.
Yeah.
Not gonna
But my
lie.
point being, like, these are specifically men that are products of their time.
Yep.
Like, they are raised like, hey, we own slaves, or hey, we don't, or like,
Mhm, mhm.
hey, we are okay having a fuck ton of guns, or you can do these drugs, you can't do these drugs. You know,
Yeah.
all these different
Yeah,
things. that
like
they're,
weed was
told
good
as a-
until Nixon.
Yeah. Like, yeah, until like this fucking 60s.
Until the war on
drugs.
drugs. Yeah, yeah.
We talked about this at work.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we're on the same
I got you. Don't
my
worry.
point being, though, like, we have so many rules that were made by men that were products of their time that have carried forward into the future, where those problems are no longer an issue,
That's true.
and we still have these rules in place, and it just fucks everything up and makes
Yeah.
politics this toxic, horrible, vile, like just lying, scheming, dirty ass like service.
That's
Essentially,
true.
where getting away with lying is like I feel like the motive. Like,
I feel like a lot of politics go in with good intentions, right? I would if I was a politic, but they make a lot of money, and they can vote themselves to get more money.
and then
And
they can pay
money-
people to pay them.
Mm-hmm. And money
Yeah.
can, even if they don't like admitting it, money changes people,
Mhm.
and they go, "Oh, living in luxury is kind of nice." These laws don't apply to me, but there was a thing I read. It was, I think it was in a YouTube comment, so I don't know how credible this is, but it was an interesting idea. It was the idea that the people who make the laws aren't subjugated to the same laws.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Right. They can get away with stuff, or it doesn't affect them because they're not part of that minority, or they're not part of that class, or they're not part of the working class, you know? And so these guys, these specific government officials made laws that made it really hard for the people in poverty to even just live a week. And so he then went and lived as a man in poverty. And after 2 weeks, he went back and made laws that changed it to make it better. So I'm wondering if government officials lived like people in minorities, or just even the general lower middle class,
And that might be just like a societal thing.
what
where,
would change?
I want to say like people lack empathy, or
Okay.
people lack like the ability to place themselves in someone else's position.
Okay.
Like I do it a lot too. Where like
Yeah.
I'm sure that I am missing a lot of points of what it's like to be a government official and what it's like to
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
pass a
unless you're
bill
there yourself,
or,
it's hard
or
to tell.
veto a bill or to vote on something. And like,
But have you ever taught? Have you ever been in a position of power with other students? I have.
yes.
And let me tell you, after teaching drumline for 2 years, I realized, wait a second. There are a lot of things that I'm not noticing because I've been too high for too long. I forgot what it's like to be a starter.
Mhm.
Or even just like at work, teaching a new guy. I'm like, okay, he's really slow at knife skills, but then again, I've been fast for years, and so it's hard to empathize with him because I
Mhm.
don't quite.
Because you don't really remember.
I remember it differently.
Yeah.
I don't remember being that bad.
Yeah, me neither.
So I feel like politics, they might be like, they don't feel like anything's changed on them, but they've been in power for so long that they think that the bills affect them because they used to, but they don't anymore.
And that just goes for almost anything. Imagine like,
Yeah.
especially like, for example, Dota 2, which is a video game I play. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah, I've
multiplayer
played it.
online battle arena,
Mhm.
MOBA.
MOBA.
One of the hardest games I would argue that you can play. Dota 2, teaching someone how to play Dota 2 is almost like impossible because it's hard to communicate and hard to feel what they are seeing and experiencing for the first time.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, that's Crystal Maiden. Her ult is gonna fuck you up. You need to stay out of her ulti. And like someone will be like, I don't know what her ulti does. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what I'm
what's the
doing.
range? Yeah.
Like what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, deny that minion. Like, what does denying do? How do I deny? Or like deny the tower. Or go kill that person. Go flank that. Go pull this camp. Go stack this camp. Go. You know, there's all these things you need to learn and like adjust to play this game. But teaching someone that is so hard because you're so zoned in on playing the game or like your experience and being good at the game that it's hard to like teach. I don't know. It's like
it's kind of like jazz. It's something that can be learned but not taught. You can only arguably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some jazz dude said it. Like to learn jazz or any music and like really stick the genre, you can't really be taught it. You gotta listen to a lot and play along to it a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a self-discovery type thing.
I do feel like although private lessons are exceptional and they will help you immensely.
Yes,
like
especially with music.
And especially as a beginner. Like you can get really good really quickly as a beginner, but you're going to hit
a good teacher.
Yeah, you're going to hit a point where most of your progress is by yourself.
Yeah, playing along with other musicians, gigging,
Mm-hmm.
going. I've played a couple gigs. You know, like Fiesta Days and whatnot that all Utah has during July. For like maybe, I think I did it 3 years in a row for summers. I'd go play drums for this old guy band, and I may not have learned a lot of like really cool chops on the drums, or like learned how to keep time better because you know, or learn like dynamics better because I was always playing with the jazz band and whatnot. So the musicality side of it was really good, but playing in front of a crowd that's not a formal crowd like a concert and having to like get them into the music, you yourself have to be. You can't be reading like you gotta have it memorized. You gotta play it with energy even though you've played it 1,000 times. Like I don't know, it's just a whole different learning. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
No, I get what you're saying.
I don't know if I get what I'm saying.
Like, well,
my point changed halfway through, and I don't remember what my
the point
first
that I'm
was.
getting from you right now is that like it's hard to like what's the word I'm looking for, like select or like pinpoint a skill within a certain group. Like imagine jazz is a list of 20 different skills.
Just learning how to swing properly.
Yeah, swinging, rhythm, dynamics,
harmony,
intonation, like tonality,
rhythm changes.
harmony, rhythm changes, knowing like what the changes are. There's so many skills to be had within the
balancing
the playing jazz.
Yep.
And focusing on that when in a big group setting is very difficult.
Yep.
Because there are so many things going on that you are trying to listen to and do. But anyway, I'll be right back. I need to pee so bad.
I kind of got to pee too.
Should we take? This is the Boats and Hose podcast. We're gonna take a 3-minute intermission. We'll be back.
Play some music.
Can you play a song? Will
Yeah.
they be able to hear it? Play I Remember Clifford by
Lee Morgan.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That's the one.
Trumpet. Oh, it says trumpet. I don't know if you.
No. Go to the original one though.
This one.
Yes.
Cool. We're not gonna be back by the time that's done.
Oh baby, dude, I fucking.
Oh, it just barely ended too.
And we're back. This is don't tell me. This first song is Moanin'.
What?
This first song is Moanin'.
Moanin'?
I think.
Isn't this in the rule book?
Yes, but I think that's the other Moanin'. Yeah, Moanin'.
Why is it so quiet? Oh yeah, because I turned down. It's kind of weird coming back from a break, because like the momentum's gone.
That's true. But I mean, there's lots of topics.
Why
we
is
can-
there a?
I don't know. I hear that too. It kind of sounds like rain.
Is it? It's the music audio.
Dude, Lee Morgan's so fucking good.
Yeah.
I love him.
Now they can hear it, but it's like a lot quieter for them than it is for us.
Interesting. Could they hear the other song?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know. I had a topic that I wanted to address. I just don't remember what it was.
We were talking about jazz.
We were. It wasn't really relating to jazz. I think it was more in the skill based. Oh yeah. You ready for this shit? The talent.
I can't turn it down. Just like.
It's my hidden talent. Any listeners will not know what the fuck is going on.
If eventually we're comfortable enough, I do have a webcam.
That'd be fun. That'd be super fun.
They'd be able to see us.
They could see me move my scalp with just my brain.
And your eyebrows. Your eyebrows are so massive that they weigh down the rest of your scalp. I used to be able to do that, but it bugged me that happened. Oh, now I'm doing it.
See, but I can move my.
You can do it a lot.
I can move my eyebrows alone, but I can also move my scalp.
That's crazy. It's like your whole entire face is blinking. Yeah. There's this dude that I went to school with. His name was Alex. He was from Singapore, I believe. He was in middle school. He moved here like during 7th grade or something. He would blink with his entire face. I remember taking the end of the year tests. I like turn around, look behind me because he was there, and he just like in the middle of the test.
Wasn't just like a
No, it was a full face.
just every time.
He would do it occasionally. Not every time he blinked, but it was like a habit that he had. It was like this other guy's name was, I don't know if I should be saying names so easily on public.
I don't know if it's really. I mean, because like you can say, hello Rain, hello Jason, hello Nolan, hello Dane, hello like no one knows who the fuck I'm talking about.
That's true. Anyways,
But
there's this
on the
kid-
other hand, like if there's someone
there is
in
like,
Camas
what if they just don't?
who is
what if-
listening to this, they will be like, oh, I know who fucking Roper is.
I mean, I guess unless we're talking about something that is,
Personal or private.
we probably just shouldn't mention private stuff on a podcast, unless it's like your own private thing that you don't mind sharing.
That's probably true.
That's probably fair, at least. On the other hand, they're not here to say no,
That's true, and I think
but that's also kind of like,
I think
okay, but
if it's like if it's on topic and it's not that private, like imagine someone posts about something, and you know what that something is, and then you share that something on this podcast, they already know that.
It's public.
Yeah.
If they post it public, then it's public. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so he blinks with his full face now. Some people, I had this friend. His name was Jonah. In high school, he would, after he said something, he'd be like, or something. He was like, yeah, at the end of it. He'd do some type of sound, or like when he states an opinion, he'll like back off by saying a weird sound or something. I don't know. He just vocalize something. That is like a habitual thing that they just kind of do. That's kind of what Alex's face wink was. Just like a.
I had a friend Owen who had like a tick, and his tick is like it's essentially the way he describes it is like imagine someone like building pressure in your neck, and then all of a sudden to release it, he would go like this.
Huh.
Like and it
Okay.
it was just like his thing, or like he would
Nice.
kind
I
of
like-
like
I like
a
that one.
bullfrog, like just during class.
No. Okay.
Hmm.
Cool.
Anyways, but that's it's like some people just have things like I'll twiddle my thumbs. I don't know. Like I have like a couple things that I probably don't even realize I do.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone does. It takes a lot of self-awareness to realize everything that you do all
Yeah.
the time. It's possible if you focus, but it takes
A lot of
a
focus.
lot of focus, and it normally is not long-term. Tell me, how the fuck did you get so thick?
Well, my mother gave birth to me, and then it's just the Bella gene, the whole Bella family, thick.
Wow.
Yeah. How'd you get so muscular, so lean?
I thought I was a ninja when I was a kid. Grew up with Naruto and One Piece. And I was like, those guys did 1,000 handstand push-ups.
That's something I want to learn is fucking handstands.
Dude, yeah. I bet if we
I
bet if we took a day
I bet we
at a
could learn.
park, you know, or
just we could figure it out. But I think I want to be able to like walk with my hands.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
Imagine how jacked your shoulders would get.
that'd be pretty jacked.
Yeah.
I've heard the best way is to lean up against a wall with your feet into the wall, not like point like you're not using the wall as a balance. You're using it like you would start like planked, right?
Okay.
And then you push your hands, and then your feet would hit the wall, and then you would slowly push with your hands
Oh.
up. And instead of it acting like a balance support, it's more like an exercise where you're building the muscle in your shoulders and you're building the balance. Because when you
Okay. Yeah.
when you put your heels to the wall is doing all the work. You're
Uh-huh.
not doing
Yeah.
any. You're literally just supporting the
It's
weight.
also if you fall, well, like if you go up and just do a handstand next to a wall, your back is towards the wall, so you're not scared of falling that way. So you never really learn how to stop yourself from falling that way. Just catch yourself with your feet,
Yeah.
as opposed to using your fingers and your shoulders.
Yeah. But speaking of anime and Naruto and One Piece, have you watched Castlevania?
I've seen the first 2 seasons. I did not realize that season 3 like snuck up on me, and I didn't know it was out.
Season 4 is out.
I know you told me season 4 was out, and I was like, what? When did season 3 come out? Castlevania though, the last thing I remember.
Did Dracula just die? If you finish season 2, Dracula just died.
I think so.
And Carmilla has her army.
I remember watching it just in like I was at Jordan's house actually, the same girl that's moving in.
Mhm.
I was at her house and we just ended up watching all of it with a couple other friends, all at once. So I don't really remember all of it because it wasn't like drawn out over multiple days.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm not done with season 4, but it's been good so far.
I gotta finish Yasuke.
It's got a good ending.
Yeah,
Mm.
nice. It's been pretty badass so far.
Yeah.
Yasuke himself.
And it's got
Like
it's
his
got,
flashback?
I really like the story.
I saw his. The last thing I remember, he was during his flashback, when they went to conquer this town or something, and it was like snowy, I believe, and these guys on top of the tower were like, and they made some type of deal, and Yasuke like went up and he had to fight like 4 men or something, or he ended up fighting a group of people, slaughtered all of them.
Oh yeah. I know exactly. What
Yeah?
It's the
Okay.
Eagle Clan.
Yes.
And he's fighting He ends up fighting the general and just fucks him up
Yeah,
and wins. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's like episode 3.
3. I might, like I said, I might be on episode 4.
Okay.
Because I remember I had 2 more episodes left.
Then yeah, you're on episode 4. You have episode 5 and 6 left,
Yeah, I should finish
which are
it.
very good.
To Your Eternal, or To Your Eternity. I talked about it a little bit.
To Your Eternity.
Yeah, To Your Eternity. I ended up reading all the manga for it. It's not done yet. It's still coming out, but holy shit. Fuck, dude. I told you about it. It was this orb got cast down into Earth. It takes the shape of whatever stimulates it.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Okay.
Because I think that the first season is gonna have 20 episodes, and it's on episode like 11 or so right now. So it's about halfway through the first season. To be honest, I've read the manga. I have no idea where they're gonna end the first season. I have no idea where. Because the way that the story flows, it's like you can't really cut it off at where I think they're gonna cut it off at, because it would break the momentum so much. Anyways, that story fucked me up for like a day. Gugu. Oh man, I feel so bad for Gugu. Oh, you know My Hero Academia?
I mean, I know of it. I've never watched it.
It's also pretty good. It got overhyped and a lot of people talked about it and got obsessed with it, and so it killed it for a couple people. Like Dom can't really watch it because his old girlfriend was obsessed and ruined it for him. But it's on season 5 now, and I've read up to the manga. I caught up on it, and holy shit. The main dude, do you care about spoilers?
No.
Okay, My Hero Academia spoilers happening right now. So there's this dude, his name's, I'm just going to call him Deku because that's easier. That's his hero name. Basically, he's in school trying to learn how to become a hero. And this is like the story of how he becomes the greatest hero ever. Basically, this society has quirks, and the quirks are like superpower. You're born with them. Family, mom and dad can have effect on what the baby's quirk is. Like if a dad has a fire quirk and the mom has an ice quirk, the baby can inherit either one of those, or it can inherit both. Or it can get a genetic mutation and inherit something completely different. But you got like frog people, bat people. You got this dude that has a demon inside of him. That's just his quirk. It's just how it is. You got an invisible lady. You got a lady that shines light. A lady that excretes like a sleepy pheromone thing from her body that can like a mist that puts people to sleep. You got this guy that's a block of concrete that can like manipulate concrete and whatnot. Interesting take on superpowers, and it doesn't feel like you know how superpowers like Marvel and DC, they get like some crossover like Deadpool and Deathstroke, or Superman and
I would say Superman's equivalent is like probably Captain Marvel.
Yeah, okay. You know, but there's like similar,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
with
yeah.
like Invincible, like you got the Red Rush, which is obviously the Flash. You got Omni-Man, evil Superman. You got Mark, evil kid Superman. I don't know. This is like,
I don't know, is Mark evil?
no, Mark, not evil. I didn't mean to say evil.
You have the black dude who's Black Batman.
Yeah, you know,
Nightwing.
like
His name's
it's
Nightwing.
like, okay, I see like huge similarity between crossovers of
War Woman is obviously Wonder Woman.
yeah,
like-
or even just Hawk Girl, because she has that big mace and like,
Yeah.
well, you know, it's like a mix of both of those. But with My Hero Academia, the superpowers there feel so unique.
Like
And it-
novelty.
Yeah, like the way it's not like magic is how they explain it. They explain it in My Hero Academia as like a physical property of that person. They can be trained like a muscle to get stronger or weaker. You're not born with a specific amount. Or like they try to give some reason to it. There's this one guy, his name's Bakugo. He sweats nitroglycerin and he can explode it. So he's got like explosions, but it hurts his body if he uses too much. And he like trained to make it bigger. There's this other guy who has a ice and fire power, but if you use too much ice, he like freezes. You use too much fire, he overheats, right? Or stuff like that. Or like there's this one guy named Sero. He has like these tape dispensers in his arm, like unlimited tape, okay? And he's basically Spider-Man, but it's coming out of his elbows, and there's like cellophane is his superhero name. So it's like this sticky tape stuff that he can use as tape and whatnot.
So does he pull one of these and just?
He can just like shoot it out of his arm.
Oh, sick! Yeah.
Yeah, he's basically Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Just elbows instead of hands
Yeah,
or wrists.
yeah.
This is a lot more convenient.
It is.
than
That is true, but or like All Might. All Might is like the number one superhero of the society, right? Because being a superhero is a job in this world. But All Might, he's basically super. He's not really Superman. He doesn't have laser beams. Doesn't have any of that. He's basically just superhuman strength. That's his quirk. It's just superhuman. He has massive amounts of strength. The strength augmentation. But even that feels like not like a superpower. That feels like it's a physical property of his body rather than just being magic. because that his super.
Is he jacked as shit?
Oh, he is jacked as fuck, dude.
Okay.
But he's also he's losing his power. Okay, here's like the main plot. Okay, All Might is the #1 hero. He has this quirk called One for All, right? And it's a quirk that can be passed down to generation after generation, without making a baby. You can just like pull off a piece of his hair and told Deku to eat it. And now Deku has that power because Deku was born quirkless, so he had no superpowers. But then he got that. But the first time he used it, it broke his body, like destroyed his arms because he can't handle that much power. And so you get to see him like he works out fuck ton. And you see him throughout the story get more and more built and like bigger muscles and whatnot. And you see him slowly progress, learning how to use 5%, 8%, 10%, 20%. Right now in the manga, he's up to like 45%. But there's been a couple times where he's used 100%. And he can literally change weather with a punch. That's like OP as hell.
That is OP.
Yeah. Oh man, there's this other girl. Her name's, I can't pronounce her full name, but the easy way is just Momo, which means peach. Funny enough, she can use the lipids in her body to like create stuff. If she knows the like, I don't know, she's supposed to be this like super smart lady that's read a lot and like super rich family and whatnot, but she can like secrete items from her body if she knows the chemical makeup of them.
Interesting.
She's like made cannons and whatnot. Like she just like a fucking cannon.
Canon. So it's kind of like Green Lantern in a way.
Yeah. Except yeah. Except it's not just imagination. You can't just go, that's what a train looks like.
Yeah,
and there's the
yeah.
train.
It's
She has to be like, okay, this is made of iron, which is this, and put together like this. You know.
You gotta know what's going on.
Yeah. So she's like wicked smart. There's this other girl that has these like plushy things on her fingers. Her name's Uraraka, I think. Ochiko? I don't know, but if she touches all her fingers to an object, it floats. It loses gravity. Yeah, and they were doing a training exercise on how far you can throw a ball, right? You can use whatever quirk you want. Katsuki, or Bakugo, the guy with the nitroglycerin palms, we all thought that he was going to be the best one because he's like the oldest of his class. He's the strongest. He's the bully. He's like he's really freaking smart. He throws the ball. He got like 500 something meters. Insane distance because he used his quirk, to like launch the ball. But this one girl, she just like, it just kept going. It just kept going.
Never stopped.
Yeah, on the phone. It just plays.
Frictionless projectile just.
It wasn't even fast. It just like, woo, just like floated away. The teacher has on his phone how far the balls went, and it just said infinity.
Just kept going.
It just kept going. Nice.
Smashed him, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Deku would like jump using all for one. Both his legs broke. Dead. There was a sports festival. He was fighting Todoroki, which is the guy that has like fire and ice. Insanely overpowered character, right? He would just like send a bunch of ice at him. Deku would flick his finger, and it changed the air pressure so much that it'd shatter the ice. Finger broken. And he did it after he ran out of fingers. He just started using the fingers again, broke them like a second time. The first time he breaks a limb, it turns like a pinkish, reddish, like floppy around and whatnot. The second time he used it, it turned like blue and purple. It was like, he can't use his arms anymore. Like if he uses his arms too much, he's gonna stop being able to use them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there like bad guys or is it more
Oh
like
yeah. There's bad guys.
Are they also
Yep.
corked people or are
Yeah.
they like monsters?
They start out. Most of the villains are people that have a problem. There's this one villain, Stain. His quirk is if he ingests the blood of someone else, they become immobilized for a specific amount of time. The amount of time they're immobilized is dependent on the blood type. But his villain came from. He looks like a Ninja Turtle. He looks like Raphael. Hilarious. A lot of the villains have a problem with the way that the hero society is. They have a problem with like how heroes are becoming more like celebrities that just care about fame and money rather than actually saving people. I don't know. It causes some moral dilemmas in the story. It's actually a fairly good contrast between like who's the good guy, but then there's this other villain named Shigaraki. He's like the main villain so far. That dude is just pure evil. He just wants to destroy everything. Doesn't even care. He had a terrible childhood. Oh man, it's terrible. But oh my god, he can like this guy. If 5 of his fingers touch something, it dissolves. It just starts breaking down, and you can't stop it. But his quirk got an upgrade recently to where he touches one person or one thing that can spread everywhere.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so there was this big battle at this city, and he just like put his hand on the ground, and it just like the entire city just, gone.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Sketch.
or like there had these hordes of people trying to stop him. He just like slapped one of them, all of them disintegrated.
Whoa.
Oh my god, it was terrible.
Sketchy.
Yeah, right now, again, if you don't care about spoilers, right now, Deku, the main guy, left school. Gone. He told everybody about how we got his power when I was supposed to be this huge secret, not supposed to tell anyone. He told everybody in a note, disappeared. He's been gone for a couple months now. They have no idea what he's doing. But we know he's acting as a vigilante to stop what's called the League of Villains from basically just destroying all of Japan. And he got like assassins on him.
Is it like feudal Japan or is it like modern Japan?
Modern Japan. It takes place like 20 years after present day right now.
Okay.
It takes place like late
2040s.
probably
2030s.
somewhere around there, I think.
All right.
Or maybe it takes place in the 2020s.
I'll watch. I'll watch the first episode. But I must
Yeah.
head.
Go for it.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Corey is probably gonna sit here and do a soliloquy, or maybe a monologue about how sexy he is and his times with Dan's mom. Anyways,
I am not doing that. Anyways, thanks for joining the podcast. If you end up listening to it, hope you enjoyed it.
we will see you next week.
Yeah, next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
No idea what time.
We'll see. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Corey. That was fun.
Whoops.
Pretty good